probably like Blue's Clues, right?
Yeah. Let us know if you guys can hear us. Crystal's gonna be reading chat.
Yeah.
And answering any questions or reading out loud the questions. But we're currently on our little road trip with the fam. In doing so, though, we're also going to be Try Treat sent us another box. The third box, guys. Ooh. Can you believe they sent? We didn't think they would send us one after the first one. But no, they keep sending them. Yeah. They're awesome. So hope everybody's having a great day. We got some rain. Not much, but a little bit of rain.
Hi, Anderson, Bald, Rob, the IRO. I don't know if I can read that. Tojo, Army, Airborne. Hi, guys.
Appreciate you all for coming and hanging out, though. Second time you did that.
Yes, I will, Freya.
But yeah, sorry guys, last night I was gonna do that second stream we talked about, and then it was after like 9 already, and I was just like, man, I had to go to bed early. So when it all came down to it, I had about an hour, maybe an hour and a half that I could have covered something. And as you guys know, I don't like to do like real short streams like that because it just kind of throws off the algorithm. My channel's known for longer content, so if I put out shorter content, it's almost not even worth doing. So I never got it. I didn't do it last night, so I do apologize. But we'll be doing this today, and then I'll also be releasing State of Decay episode later on. We'll premiere one of those. Does she not have her thing?
No.
We'll probably get that to her too.
There's not another charger. Dalton, hi. Craig, hi. Robert, hi. Reggie, hi. Sean, hi. Angel, hi. Will, hi. Roll call. Okay.
So yeah.
George, hi.
We got another Try Treats box. We're gonna be tasting as we go. We don't know what country it's from yet, so we'll let.
Brian smashed it open the box, but we haven't opened it yet. T-Nation, hi from New Zealand. Hi. It's raining, guys. I got agita now. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta. Oh, I think it's the same. Maybe. So. I don't know what that flag is.
What flag is that, guys? That's where we're going today.
Tojo with the gifted membership. Thank you so much.
Somebody in chat has to know the flag, right?
Sean, you put the links in the description, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so the links to any of the information for this will be in the description.
It was just the same one from last time, so as long as it's the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hair up because.
Israel? I don't think it's Iraq.
Definitely not Israel. Bluebell, hi. Max, hi. Okay.
India?
India? I thought maybe India. It is.
Oh, it is India?
India. I thought it was India, but I didn't want to sound stupid and say India, and then it wasn't India. So I thought it looked familiar from the international market. We got India. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
All right, India. I hope y'all got them snacks.
So as you guys might know, I need to turn this over because I'm like leaning over here. I don't know. As you know, when you get the box, there's 2 different size boxes. The difference is how many snacks come in each box. There is an affiliate link down in the description. You can get 15% off. Yeah. 15% off with the code Brian Menard. So make sure you use that for your first box if you do plan on getting one. We've got in Korea, we got Taiwan, and now India. So in here you'll get like a little card It's usually like a postcard type thing that shows like a city in the country, and then on the back it'll give you a little information about the box, and it says, "Welcome to India. This month's treats come from India, an enormous country of 1.28 billion people, located in South Asia. Amongst the many things India is famous for, India stands out as a country rich in culture and history. The Taj Mahal shown on the other side of this postcard is an example of the sophistication of India's cultural heritage. India is also known for it." Pray, baby. You're eating the dog. India is also known for its love of food, which coupled with a distinct culture creates flavors that you will not experience anywhere else. This is reflected in India's snacks. One example of this is the 50-50 biscuit, which are biscuits that are sweet and salty at the same time. Freya, please. Sweet and salty at the same time. Another example of this is the pista badam. I'm probably saying that totally wrong. A biscuit that combines the unique flavors of 3 different nuts in one cookie. You will find also glucose biscuits, the world's $1 best-selling biscuit. That doesn't make sense. That's a dollar sign. I'm not bugging. That's a dollar sign. I don't know, but that doesn't make sense to me. And more. Sit back, relax. Imagine you're at the Taj Mahal and take a journey to India through these treats. So that's what it says. You'll get this little thing, and then you will get explore it, baby. Please. You will get one of these cards that have like India facts, did you know, and signature dish from India, which is samosas. I made this the other day on my channel. If you guys were on my channel for that live stream, I actually made samosas. I did like a hack for samosas. Which is kind of cool because now I can get like the actual samosa dough, like, and make it. I did it with, anyways. But yeah, so it gives you a recipe and then some interesting facts. This is so tiny though. Hold on, I gotta like put it really close. Population 1.281 billion people.
That's ridiculous.
The language is Hindi, English, Bengali, Telugu. I think I'm saying that wrong. Tamil, Urdu, and many others. The capital is New Delhi. I think it's Delhi though. I don't think it's Delhi. I think I might be saying all this wrong, and I'm so sorry. If I am, try and correct me. Not try, but please correct me. That sounded like a try and correct me. GDP is 8.662 trillion. The national holiday, Republic Holiday, commemorating the establishment of the Constitution of India on 26th of January in 1930. And then, did you know India holds the title for the world's second largest population at 1.28 billion, following right behind China at 1.4 billion.
What's crazy, how, like, the actual country of India, right? How much bigger is the actual physical country than like America? Like, could you fit America, the whole continent of, you know, the United States, inside of India, or are they relatively comparable? Because we got a big country here, but we only have like
America's
300.
Biggest.
We only have like 300 million people in our whole country, which. Or are they like comparable in size? It's not bigger than America?
Not bigger than America, no.
And they have that many people?
Yeah, because I know that the cities are very congested.
That's
I know
crazy.
that. I watched a documentary, it was a food documentary, and they were talking about like street foods and stuff like that. And they were talking about the housing crisis and stuff there. It's just way more populated. Okay, another thing is Hindi is the most widely spoken language in India. India has 14 other official languages and more than 1,000 spoken languages.
Oh, shit.
That's a lot. That is a lot. But that does make sense because it's kind of like you have different, just like the United States, we have like different states, and then it's all different, like slang and everything, and you know. So like get the average Indian day wages just to watch a Bollywood film. Because films play a big role in Indian life, the national symbol for India is the endangered Bengal tiger. India is the birthplace of Buddha and Buddhism. That was like 4 facts in like one little paragraph. Oh my gosh. Hi, Gino. Gino says hi, Noah.
Hey, Gino.
America is 3 times larger than India with literally, what, not even a quarter of its population.
Yeah, the thing was, I think the only other country that's bigger than America is Russia, and half of theirs can't.
Yeah, a lot of the country
So
of Russia can't be lived
that's
in,
the
so-
only other, I think, country. That's
Yo,
bigger
America
than
need to
us.
get our population up. Looking weak sauce.
Okay, shampoo originated from India. That's so cool.
What?
India has the largest population of vegetarians in the world. Scientists from India discovered there was water on the moon. So Indian scientists discovered there was water on the moon. They invented shampoo, which is cool. Thank you for making us cleaner. And the largest population of vegetarians, which I always found very interesting, that India was
Well, you gotta think
mostly
how many.
vegetarian.
You gotta think of how many people they live there. The meat.
I know, but that's crazy. Like, to me, like, that's amazing. Like, I got like my
You
crazy.
gotta think of if 1 point some odd billion people. That's. Could you imagine how many chicken nuggets it would take to keep? Oh my God!
Chicken nuggets, really.
Imagine the chicken nuggets they would go through. 1.2 billion people. I couldn't even.
Cows are sacred there, Max said.
Well, you gotta think the population. Meat in general is probably pretty expensive.
But I think that
over
that's
there.
amazing because I feel like I don't know. I feel like vegetarian stuff is like a lot healthier. Anyways.
Mom, Gina says, can he go?
Yeah, I didn't even think about how big.
We're already gone, Gino.
Yeah, Canada's pretty big too.
India is the world's largest democracy, and diamonds were first originally mined in India. It's pretty cool. You do
Lot of
learn a lot of
facts.
cute stuff, like
a
with
lot
these
of
little
facts.
cards. And then the last card that you have, we haven't even gotten to this, but that's fine. We can just wait for more poodle. Oh my God. Is you get this, and it tells you what's inside the box. It has a picture of it, and then it'll tell you the name and just a little bit of information about it. And then on the back, you can enter a giveaway. Oh, enter a mystery box giveaway. So if you get one of these, you can fill this out and enter a giveaway. But also on the bottom, it has, did you rate it the best, worst, or weirdest thing? And you can like check it if you want to. So that's cool. Okay.
So she's gonna be in charge of picking all the snacks this time.
It looks so good though. I feel like oh my God, I had these the other day. This is what I had the other day.
You're cheating.
Okay, guys, so I brought you guys on my channel to the international market, and there I know that the guy, I don't know what nationality his wife is, but I know that the owner, the male, the husband, he I think is from Nepal or something like that, and a lot of the people who work there for him are from India and South Asia and Asia. And a cool fact that I learned, I know you guys probably don't care, but I thought it was really awesome because if you were on my channel, then you know how much I love this international market. And I learned that they do, when I recently went there, that they do spice blends like masala, like butter chicken and like masala and like all this other stuff. And they're like, yeah, these are like, they go to like their friends, like their grandparents who have like a very good recipe for something, and they ask them for the recipe to pass it down to the younger generation. Freya, sit up in your seat. To pass it down to the younger generation. Well, they named it like Grandma's Kitchen or something like that, 22. And then he was telling me about it, and he said the 22 was for his wife's refugee number in the refugee camp that she was in before she came to the United States, which I think is amazing because if you guys don't know, we live in a refugee city. It's one of the main stops for refugees when they first come to the United States. And so we have a lot of refugees. So it was amazing that they incorporated her, like life and like time inside, a refugee camp and stuff like that, and then coming here, and now they own a business and they're like giving back to the community and the kids and like all this. It's amazing. Like they are amazing people. But it's so funny because I actually tried. I just tried this the other day because I bought it and I was like, oh, pistachio. I like pistachio. I want to try it. I didn't know that it was from India though. But yeah, okay. We'll start with something else since we already had that. Parley G original glucose cookies. So that's what this is, and it says Parley G biscuits are parlay. Maybe it's parlay.
Parlay.
Parlay. I don't know. Has a delicious combination of gourmet-style crunchy cookie and a melt-in-your-mouth chocolate chip cookie. Okay. Yeah, Max, they're honestly so amazing. They said that, like, you know, the whole point of like opening the store wasn't to make money and like become rich. It was they were trying to open in the inner city part, like a really bad part. And actually the city told them no, it's too dangerous for you to open up a store there. The city literally told them they couldn't do it, and shut it down. So they did open it like on another part of the city. And they made it so kids can go in there and sit down and not be running the streets. And, you know, they always are like giving food to people. And like, it's just, they're such amazing people. Like, they truly are. They want to bring community back. Hi, Kai. Parlay. That's what I think it was. Parlay. Oh, it smells really good. That smells really good.
Tastes like a graham cracker.
It's so good though. It tastes like a good graham cracker.
It's dry.
That's the point.
It's good.
Brian, thank you so much. He said, "Hey, hello, Brian Menard. I love your family. Adorable. Thank you."
Thank you.
That is pretty awesome of him to do. Most people just skip and explain later with a I'm sorry video. What countries are the treats from? Say India, Casper. Caspi.
What's up, brother?
With a hot chai. Yeah, this would be so good with chai. Like,
Dunking that in anything. That's pretty good.
Because you know what this tastes like? You know what I'm thinking about? Because it did say, what, chocolate chip cookie? No, wait. I read the wrong one. I read the wrong thing. It's a rectangular flatbread biscuit and the #1 best-selling biscuits in the world. The G is in it stands for glucose and genius, because these biscuits are a source of strength for the body and mind. I definitely read the chocolate chip one that was under the description. But I'm sitting here, and doesn't it taste like a chocolate chip without the chocolate chips?
No, it tastes like a graham cracker.
You think it tastes like a graham cracker?
Initially, yeah.
I feel like it has like the caramelly-ness of, like, you know, like caramelized sugar and butter, like in a chocolate chip cookie. That tastes really good. I really like that. I'm actually planning to eat those later, so nobody else touch them. All right, next one. Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, I love that most of this is sweet when India is known for savory.
Savory and spice.
Savory and spicy, and literally, what?
Well, at least they're not like
90%
Norway
of it.
that incorporates every fucking thing in the snacks and food. It's like, oh, you know what? We got black licorice flavored spaghetti. We got black licorice flavored candy and cakes, and they like to keep their segregated. Like, oh, it's a snack, it's sweet.
But they have like a lot of like spicy stuff too, you know what I mean? It's very spice heavy. So it's funny that all of this is almost sweet, which is weird because even in the other boxes we've gotten, it's supposed to be sweet and savory or like something like that, and it's like weird. I don't know. Lieutenant Luna, hey Brian and Crystal, hoping you're, yeah, I read that right. Brian and Crystal, hope you're doing good. I'm getting my new PC soon, and I can't wait to get back to gaming on SOD2.
That's awesome, brother. It's good to hear from you, man.
Freya, you can't really drink much.
Oh yeah, this is just yeah, you gotta let people know this.
Well,
yeah, this trip we're going on isn't like a business trip at all. Yeah, this is just for the fam.
Hello from Sierra Leone. Hello. Classic Crystal. Red salty flavor is not Brian Menard and Chris Menard's thing. Salty red flavor. I was like, wait, what?
Like salty, like candy is weird.
Salty candy. Oh yeah.
Because there was all that salt candy.
Yeah, that was weird. Like that is like they had a lot of salted things.
Like because like
so
salted
salty.
chips is one thing, but like a salt
Yeah.
piece of candy.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's so weird.
So next thing is little hearts. So little hearts, let me make sure I'm reading the right thing. I gotta like put my hand there. Okay, little hearts by Britannia are soft and delicious heart-shaped biscuits, light and crunchy in texture, as well as generously sprinkled with sugar to blissfully melt in your mouth. Suitable for vegetarians as well.
Sounds like I'm gonna like it. You can't, Frank, because you're too little.
What the fuck? Fucking egg! I can't get it.
Why don't you just rip it on the corrugated part? Where all the little lines are.
Okay. Whatever. Fran, sit up in your seat right now, please. Oh, those look so cute. That's so cute. Will you take my heart? Will you be my Valentine? Look at it. It's so cute. You want one, babe?
They smell buttery.
They look, the back for some reason looks like Ritz crackers. I don't know why. Salud. You said salty, Fran? I like it. Tastes like a Ritz cracker with sugar on it. They're good.
Ritz cracker with sugar.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, it tastes like something else. It has a weird aftertaste.
Yeah. The aftertaste caught me. I don't know what that aftertaste is.
Paint. Yeah, aftertaste is awkward.
What is that? It hasn't. Like, when you're eating it, it's good, but it does taste like a stale Ritz cracker after. I don't know. It's good. I'll eat still. Okay. The next thing is, we're gonna do these because I ate these. Oh no. I mean, it looks pretty good on my end, so I would check what you guys have it streaming on, like the quality wise, because mine is really clear on mine. I'm watching you guys.
Wait, what happened?
Some people are saying that theirs is not very good quality.
Oh yeah, you guys gotta make sure you change it. YouTube will always default you to some low shit depending on your internet quality.
Okay, it sorted itself out. Okay, but our voice is still lagging. Maybe exit and then come back. Exit and come back and then see if it, or like refresh it or whatever. Sound like old person. Exit and come back. See if it's good after that. Jesus Christ, head bouncing off of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna wait a second to see if our voices get linked back up, or
You might have to like hit the X.
yeah, that's what I want to see if it's their end or. Told the entire chat to leave.
Is it all good or is it?
Yeah, is it all good? All good? Okay. I see someone say it's all good. Oh, I was frozen for a second. All good. Where did the stream go? We're right here. No big lag for me. If it's still, like, if it's a big lag and you haven't refreshed, try and refresh. If not, let me know if you did refresh and there's still a lag though. Because if not, then I'll exit, come back. But we only have like 2 bars, so that may be why. Alright, hold on. Wow, a lot of you guys have like weird things happening. One set a white screen, someone else had a black buffering screen. Our voices are out of whack, like only 720p. It's a struggle for you guys. Yeah, it's not gonna be like perfect reception, guys. We're
No,
going
yeah,
through mountains and stuff, so.
Well, everything should clear up here a bit.
Yeah,
No,
well,
but-
we just got another thing, another bar, so we should be good. Okay, so these are Good Days pistachio almond cookies. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I tried this the other day, I wasn't a fan. It didn't taste like pistachio like I thought it would taste like. Okay. They're saying it's major wax. Is it watchable? That's the question.
What does it look like for you?
It looks fine. That's why I'm
Looks good.
confused. I don't know. But everyone is saying that it's not. So I have no idea.
Should be fine now.
We are not in Canada. We are in New York. What country are we sampling from? Is India. Okay, so these are Good Day pistachio almond cookies. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading the right one. It's made with almonds, soft, chewy cashew. No, that don't seem right either. But that's,
Unless it's different than what you got.
yeah, what I got is not what's in the box. No, what I got is not in the box. This one is a almond and cashew, the one on the paper, but this is an almond and pistachio. So maybe they gave a different one, but it's the same thing. It's like a butter cookie with those flavors. Jay, hi, how are you? Get open. Okay. I don't know.
Can I?
You want to try? Do you want to try? No? Okay. He ignored me.
It smells good.
Really? I don't like the smell. I feel like it smells burnt. Salud. Why do you do that?
What?
Just shovel the whole thing in your mouth. Salud.
The beginning flavor's a little weird, but you gotta let it go for a few seconds. Then
It tastes like coconut. I think that's what's throwing me off. Because it does not say coconut. It says almond.
But then the aftertaste, I'm not a fan of. Tastes like I was sucking on a candle, like a scented candle.
Oh my god, you're kind of right. You're kind of right. You don't like it? Ray's like, no, I don't want to eat that. Alright, I'm not the biggest fan of that one. Like I said, I bought that the other day and I knew that I didn't like it, but I thought maybe it was because I wanted something different. And... Alright, don't do that. Okay, we don't do that. Guys, so we are traveling and we are going through mountains, so the internet is not going to be the best. The only thing that I can say, if you guys are having like super bad trouble, is try and refresh and then come back and then see if things sync up or if it's better. Right now we are like at full bars and
There should be no issue whatsoever right now.
okay, these didn't seek cocoa balls. Nope, not balls, rolls. Not balls, rolls. Hi, babe. Okay, hide and seek cocoa rolls. Rolls. Not balls. Rolls.
Mom, you always say rice balls.
Vito with the rice balls. All the time.
Or butter balls.
Alright, sit back. Okay, so hide and seek cocoa roll by Parlay are chocolate cookie rolls exquisitely baked using the finest ingredients. Add to that to a tempting chocolate filling and have a snack to entice your taste buds like no other. I don't like chocolate, so I'm probably not gonna like this. But rice balls, yes, like arancini. But I just tell my kids rice balls because it's easier for them to pronounce. Oh, it looks like a Fig Newton. It doesn't smell like a Fig Newton, but it looks like a Fig Newton.
Fig Newton's absolutely so gross.
Oh, that smells so chocolatey.
Ready?
No? Hold on. I need to like prepare myself. I don't like chocolate, guys. Okay. Salad.
That's pretty good. Pretty damn chocolatey, though.
That's so chocolatey.
But that's good.
I love Fig Newtons. Brian doesn't like Fig Newtons.
Because my grandma worked at a nursing home, would bring them shits home all the time. That and the Lorna Doone cookies. I love the Lorna Doone cookies, but I don't fuck with the Fig Newtons. They're alright.
God, that was so chocolatey.
Can I try?
It's almost like a dark chocolate.
Can I try?
Max said, oh my God, they never liked the same thing. You know, well, what fun would it be if we both liked the same things? You know what I mean? You know what they say, opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? You like it? Because you like chocolate. It's not bad. I don't like chocolate, though.
Nah, it was pretty
And
good.
it was really, really chocolatey. Like, that was some strong chocolate, like dark chocolate almost.
Yeah, it was very, very chocolatey.
Very chocolatey. And I don't like chocolate, so. Okay, so these are Nice Time.
Nice time.
Nice Time. So Nice Time are delectable coconut. What? Coconut. Where is it now? I lost it. Coconut cookies sprinkled with sugar. Pray you just eat it, please. Sprinkled with sugar Oh my, hold on. Give me a minute, okay? My brain ain't working and I don't know what's wrong. So I just need to do a pause, a refresh, take a sip of water and try again. I can't. Heavy lag, we have full bars. Small said, don't get motion sick, Crystal. Are you okay reading and moving and eating things that make you gag? No, we're on like a pretty like straight road now. So I should be semi-okay compared to when we were on the back roads. I was looking straight forward and I was still just like, ugh. Okay. Try this again. Delectable coconut cookies sprinkled with sugar crystals. A perfect snack to enjoy with a warm cup of milk or tea. I may not like this because I like coconut, but not like that. Like if it's a very strong coconut flavor. You like coconut though,
That's
right?
alright.
You don't really mind.
But I could eat like an almond joy or like a Mounds bar.
Yeah, I can eat. No, well, no, not really because I don't like chocolate. It smells good. So. That's good.
Oh, good cookie.
I like that.
It's just like a cracker with like a hint of coconut.
Yeah. It kind of tastes like you were at the beach and you sprayed sunscreen and you were eating a cookie. You know what I mean? Just that hint of sunscreen.
I don't think all sunscreen smells like that. It's just that one that you had.
Well, maybe that's why I don't like coconut like that, because that's all you taste is like a coconutty.
Or does all sunscreen smell like coconut?
I mean, I feel like they do. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I won't ever use sunscreen.
Unless it's like a mineral, maybe. Oh God! Jesus Christ!
What the fuck is that hazard dust?
God damn! Oh my God! And there's a truck with a bunch of poles. Oh my God! Wait. Ah.
What?
Final destination.
Everybody slowed down.
I know, but what if he did it and then he rammed into the back of that guy and then the pole came forward and went right through the guy's thing and literally went right through his head?
Mom, let me some water. Mom, let me
Hold on.
What's funny?
Oh.
What is funny?
Mommy's weird.
What is traffic?
Yes.
Traffic. Looking
Putting
for
on
my
my
chapstick.
chapstick. No, it's putting on my
Definitely
chapstick.
say looking for my chapstick.
No, putting on my chapstick.
No, it's not.
Wait, what is it? Traffic, putting on my chapstick. Or looking for my chapstick. I don't know, maybe it is looking.
It's not maybe, it is.
No, I'm not giving it to you. Maybe. I'm saying maybe. Final Destination never made me want to fly again. Listen. Right? Everyone's like, control your wife. Like, blah, blah, blah. And Big Mac's like, Crystal's just having fun, man. Exactly. You know? And Final Destination ain't nothing to play with. You know, ever since Final Destination came out, I will never be the same. Like, I don't tan anymore, like in a sunbed, but you want to catch me in a sunbed? Never. Never. Because that motherfucker's going to lock and literally never turn off and burn you alive. That's what's going to happen. Or if you're in a dentist's office, a fucking thing is going to come and fall right in your fucking mouth. And you're going to be so paralyzed from the fucking laughing gas that you're literally not going to be able to fucking get it out. And then the doctor's going to go in the other room and you're going to almost die. Yep. Or a log truck. It's just going to go right through your fucking windshield and literally just right in your freaking forehead. It's going to happen. Like,
most of those death stories, like some of them, I'm like, bro, how?
exactly. That's the point. It's like, it's so crazy. Oh, we're going to have to get over there. Zach with the 12 months. Have fun on the trip. Menard fam. You ever think about playing the Fable series? I just played it again. So much fun. Have a great time.
I know there's a new Fable remake in the works, but I haven't played any of the other Fable games ever in my life.
Oh, this is the other thing.
What?
Green.
I thought we were still in that lane. I was like, why the fuck is that tractor trailer on the freaking shoulder trying to pass you? Guys, I thought I saw a dinosaur.
Yeah, there was this weird like tractor.
I literally thought I saw a dinosaur today. I started to panic. I literally grabbed the thing. Why? I have no idea. Why would there be a dinosaur in the middle of country land in New York? I don't know. Maybe like some Area 52 instead of 51. And they just were like experimenting. And like New York's going to be the new Jurassic Park.
No, it was
Listen, I'm coming up with plots for very good video games, okay? I don't know.
It was just a tractor.
This is exactly why I didn't watch those damn movies. I couldn't drive behind a log truck even before the movie. No, seriously, if there's a log truck, I will literally pull off to the side of the road and wait for it to go hella far before I even get back on, or I'll pull off and like go into like a parking lot.
You wouldn't like driving in Maine then, because they got log trucks.
Oh
for
no,
days
I
up there.
cannot.
They're everywhere.
Cannot do it. A dino. Yes, I did. Okay. I don't know why. It was one of those really, really tall tractors. But the way the trees were, it looked like these like weird legs on the... It sounds so stupid. Not that I'm saying. Like, you had to have seen it.
No, because if you've seen it, it looked like a tractor.
On your side, maybe, but I couldn't see
You're 2 feet away from me.
I'm little. Your eye height and my eye height are two different things. See? If I'm like sitting on my butt, it's even lower. And you were over. Like the tree was coming over and I panicked for a split second that there was, I don't know. I don't know if I thought it was a big bug or a dinosaur. I don't know.
My toy.
Oh, why does it keep doing it? Oh my God. It just keeps going to the same spot.
Swipe the stream up and then let it.
Oh, I think it's good now. Back? Okay. Did y'all see that pause screen, what it looked like?
No, did you see what her face looked like? Did you guys have the same spot where it paused as we did?
Oh, it literally dropped to 47 people. Oh. This is gonna be a really bad stream, numbers wise. Okay. You seen my face? Oh my god. I literally had to screenshot it because I was dying laughing. I was like, what the? Like, out of all places for it to get stuck was right there. Crazy. So wait, did you guys not even hear a lot of what I said after that? I tried to explain last night something to Brian, okay? Little mid-pause, okay? What did I try to explain to you?
Exactly.
Like,
You don't
oh.
even. You can't. You don't even know because it didn't make sense.
It did. I just don't remember.
Exactly.
I just don't remember.
That's how you know it doesn't make sense.
Oh.
What's the next snack?
I was trying to explain you in my head.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It does. Like, I was like trying to explain something to Brian last night. He didn't get what I was saying. So I said, I wish I could take you out of your brain and put you in my brain, and then you would be like a little person in my brain, like that movie, like like the movie with the like angry joy, sadness, like, you know, and they're like inside the brain and they're like trying to help the little girl navigate her emotions and stuff like that. Like, there's a big screen and Brian could just sit there and see what I see through my eyeballs, and then he would know what I was talking about. And he said that doesn't make sense. But I think that would make sense if I could just like, and like put him in there. Like, that would make sense. Can I do that? No. So it doesn't make sense. But if I could, it would. What I just said made no sense.
Exactly. You're like, you're making it worse.
No, look at.
That'd be like taking magic mushrooms, I guess. But I mean, like, if I could, like, if someone didn't understand something you were saying, you're like, oh my gosh, okay, the way that this machine works is X, Y, Z. And you're like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But if you could just be like, and just like go in my little ear and like in my brain or something like that, you know, I don't know, maybe up your nose or something, but I feel like that would be like really itchy. I don't know, in your brain, and just like sit there with the big screen and just like be like, oh, I get what she's saying, and then like,
No, because I would still be standing there looking at something and not knowing what the fuck it means. It wouldn't just like, oh, like no, it would just still be confusing.
Brian, sit up, please. I mean, no, because then you would see it the way that I seen it. So maybe I should just give you my brain, and then you would be able to see it.
I can't see it the way you're seeing it because I'm still going to perceive it through my own eyes.
That's why you need to go into my brain so you can see it through my eyes.
Okay, to be in your brain though, as a little person, I would still be looking through
like
my eyes.
Oompa Loompa, like Willy Wonka, when he shrinks them
What
for the
are
TV.
we even talking about?
I don't know. If Brian brain swapped with you, then he would make you eat your treats correctly and not bird bite style.
Exactly.
I mean, being in Crystal's brain would be reminiscent to tripping balls with all the craziness. Maybe. I got a lot in my brain, though. I got a lot to keep track of. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyways, next thing, because you guys are thinking I'm crazy now. We'll do the Good Day butter cookies. So it's the same thing as the last one, or the pistachio one, but it's a butter one.
Butter is better.
We're not there yet. No, sorry.
Wow, that just smells super buttery.
I think it's gonna taste like the other one.
Can I?
No, that one's better. That one also tastes coconutty.
Yeah, it does.
No, it's just butter for you.
I like it.
Well, then don't ask for it.
No, that was a good cookie.
Okay, that was good. So this one is a 50-50. 50 sweet, 50 salty. Shit. Okay, so this one are biscuits that have a quality of being both sweet and salty at the same time. Launched in 1993, the dual flavor of the 50-50 biscuits made it a big hit in India, and it soon became one of the country's favorite treats. So, yeah.
I like sweet, savory. It's got to be done right though. It's got to have a good ratio. like a caramelized popcorn.
Hi, IR.
The hell is that?
I don't. It's not bad though.
No, it's not bad at all.
It
It's
just
weird.
caught me off guard.
I need a, hold on, let me get another one.
No,
Give me
it's
like two.
good.
Let me get like two. Yeah, gotta stack them.
Please stop. It's good. I like it. I would eat it again. I'm starting to get full, so I'm not eating multiples. These guys have weird taste buds. You really like
That's
those,
good.
Army?
That's
It's
pretty
good.
Nah, I'll cook as a bomb.
It's just different. Like when you have something that's different,
Initially, it caught me
then
off guard.
you don't know what to think.
No, those are good as hell.
Okay.
I still don't even know how to describe how it tastes.
No,
It's
that's
like
what I'm saying. Freya, sit up, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, well, I guess you guys are just gonna have to wait. I don't know. These are called Happy Happy. So Happy Choco Chip has a delicious combination of gourmet-style crunchy cookie and melt-in-your-mouth chocolate chip cookies. The facial expressions don't say says not bad. They say tastes like ass. No, they're not bad. It
No, those
caught me off.
Because it's like the way the crackers introduce like a sweet and spicy, or sweet and like salty. It's not like a traditional, because there's no like salt or sugar on it.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's like how the actual cookie itself is flavored is like a sweet and salty type of thing. It was really weird.
No, I'm scared of tractor trailers. And that one was like going into the middle and we had to pass and it scared me. Salud. Dun, 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 dun. Is it back? It's like such shit quality. It's so weird that it keeps buffering because it literally shows full bars. Oh, lagging. Back. Free, you gotta wait. The chocolate animal crackers from Aldi.
Kind of. I had it after. Guys, what are the little chocolate chip cookie
I
cereal?
don't know, you might still be. For mine, it's frozen.
Cookie Crisp, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it tastes like, the aftertaste.
Yeah, it reminds me of the chocolate, like animal cracker thingy from Aldi. I don't know what the name of them are. I had them when I was younger though. It was not bad. Okay, it's a little bit better. This is Jim Jam. Naughty Jam. That's what it says, Naughty Jam.
A lot of these circular cookies.
Yeah, they're like a lot of cookies. Pray, you gotta wait. Famous in India amongst kids and adults alike, Jim Jam are crispy sandwich cookies, or sandwich biscuits, with thick vanilla cream topped with a dollop of jam and kissed with sugar crystals. That sounds really sweet. Yeah, kisses. They're so pretty. That's
Oh,
so
wow.
pretty.
A lot going on here.
It's so pretty. Yeah.
It's got a lot going on.
Guys, look.
I got the one that was upside down. Salud. Salud. Tastes like an Oreo, like a vanilla Oreo cookie almost.
Okay.
With jam. It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. I like it. That's good. That is good. Jammy Dodgers. They're called in Britain. Okay.
That was really good. Has so many different things going on.
Yeah, it does. I like it though. Shit. Hopefully nothing has blueberry because my throat is starting to itch. And then the last thing in the box are chips.
Lay's?
Yeah, Lay's India's Magic Masala.
Masala flavored Lay's.
Magic Masala by Lay's are one of the most popular potato chips in India, made with cumin, coriander, chili powder, onion, and garlic. Taste the unbeatable blend of delectable Indian spices with the best quality potatoes. It's actually funny because the international market that I go to, they have the strongest bags in the world. The guy was like staring at me. Okay. Bruh. Are you fucking serious? I'm shaking trying to open that. You try. We're stuck in traffic.
When in doubt, you just pop it out.
No, don't pop it. Scared me. Oh, no, don't use your teeth, you cheater. No,
What?
I want
That's
to
just
see you
looking-
open it. Oh, whatever. Give it back. That was bullshit. I loosened it.
Wow, that's got a lot of. That's not even a Lay's. That's like a ruffle.
No.
The texture. Look at it. It's a
Yeah.
ruffle. Lay's don't
Ruffles
have.
a brand.
That's what I'm saying. Ruffles are those.
But
type-
Lay's has Ruffle chips.
When?
They're in the red bag.
Yeah, that's in their. That's
They're
one
they're
type of
wavy.
chip.
Yeah.
The wavy Lay's.
The wavy Lay's. Yeah. Okay. That is really good. Holy shit.
That's fucking spicy. That's hot.
That's delicious.
Mom, I
Holy
need the water.
shit.
It's hot. I need the water.
You didn't even eat it. Oh, you did. Okay, never mind.
So that chip got some spice to it. Yeah, that's
you
a
go.
spicy chip. It's really good though. It does have good flavor. Like, really good flavor.
These are so good.
It's construction season, guys.
Listen.
Beans, turn that down a little bit, baby.
Turn it down, bud. India knows how to make a chip.
That shit was spicy though.
I'm eating the chip.
It's so good.
I'm eating the chip and I drink it all water.
Well, you did a good job.
Nothing like doing 0 into 65 mile an hour. That's what I'm saying. Problem is, when they just come up like this out of nowhere, got guys yeeting on their brakes because they're not paying attention. And they're just zipping along. Boom, dead stop traffic, especially on a bend like this one. So that's why, cause I'm used to being in a tractor trailer, so I'll always throw my 4-ways on to let people know, like other tractor trailers, because if anybody's gonna have a hard time stopping, it's gonna be a truck.
I want to offer this guy a chip.
No. That's mad weird.
Why? We're in dead traffic. Do you want a chip? Take a chip. It's called being nice, Brian.
No, it's called being weird. If I was sitting
Would
in
you like if someone offered you a chip?
No. I'd be like, who the fuck is this weird ass person? Like, if I'm just sitting in my truck and somebody rolls their window down and like, You want a chip? I'm gonna be like,
I'll be
no.
like, hell yeah, give me that chip.
I'm gonna be like, no. I'm gonna think you're trying to poison me or something. You don't just eat things that strangers give you. That's like the first rule that your parents teach you.
No,
They also said not to meet strangers on the internet, but look at here we are.
We're not meeting anybody.
I know, but at some point you're gonna. Hey, stop. Don't do that, baby. No more.
You have to an unopened bag. That's acceptable. But if I just like open
But
up,
if you see me eating the chips, if I'm like, hey, do you want a chip? Like, you see me eating it, I'm not gonna eat the fucking deadly chips.
That's still weird.
No, I think that's nice.
It's definitely quite weird.
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that happen in my entire life. Just some like random person that like, maybe if it's like somebody I'm talking to or, having a conversation with, and they're like eating something. Like, oh man, by the way, you want some? I'd be like, oh yeah, thanks. But like, you're just sitting there and some random person.
I think that'd be like a cute way to make a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just sitting there, you're both in traffic like, shit, man. And you're like eating a bag of chips. You want some? You want a bag of chips? We're both stuck in traffic. You might as well take a chip, bro. And then it's like, oh, that person was so nice. They offered me a chip. That was so nice of them. I don't think of that as like, they're going to murder me. Like, maybe if it was a guy, but I feel like because I'm a girl, it's not as threatening. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, just put it next to you, baby, because I can't keep looking back. It's making me nauseous.
I don't know. I still classify it as quite weird.
And that's why everyone has anxiety.
I feel like if it was
about
like
other people.
Like I would start that conversation like what the fuck? That doesn't seem okay.
I feel like no. I feel
like you say hi, you ask them how they're doing. Hey, where you headed, man? Not just like open up with the chip. That just comes across a little.
Like you're sitting in traffic, putting on my chapstick, and you're just waiting. Yeah, girlie, sing it. And you're all just chilling. Like, I've seen videos of people in traffic on the West Coast, and they just get out their cars.
Yeah, if you're stuck. I mean, I've seen it all the time.
And then you're going to offer someone and be like, hey, you want a chip? And they'd be like, yeah. So what's the difference if I just stick my arm out the window and say, hey, I don't feel like getting out of my car right now. You want a chip? And then they'll probably be like, no, thank you. Or, yeah, actually, bro, because it's like,
I'm just saying the chips is a weird opener.
Well, that's what I got. They can get what I got.
I mean, a hello would be just a better.
Hey, you want a chip? That would be my opener. So if y'all ever see like this girl that got shot because she offered someone a chip, it was probably me, because I don't see an issue with it.
Mom, can you put the window?
Incognito with 23 months.
Holy shit.
Mom, can you put the window?
Incognito, thank you so much.
Candy said no way, especially some truck drivers. My husband is a truck driver and I know how dirty they can be. I don't want their hands in my bag. I would hand it to them. I wouldn't let them put their hand in
That's
it.
even weirder. When you take the chip out the bag and give them the... No, if you're going to offer somebody, you give them the bag and then they take some out. You can't just, hey man, do you want a chip? Like a singular chip?
This is my friend chip. This is like, if I'm offering you the chip,
Nobody offers
this is like
person
my
one
olive
chip.
branch. No, this is my olive branch. You get the one chip. And
That's
then if
weird.
you like it, I could be like, oh, do you want the whole bag? Like, but it's like my offering, like, here, peace and friendship.
Yeah, I don't...
Here, take my chip.
I don't want the chip that somebody
Take
was
my
holding.
chip.
I mean, I ain't eating. That shit's too spicy for my gut.
And I just lost a friend. See?
But then you try to give somebody them chips, you gonna end up getting beat up. Them spicy ass chips.
That guy was...
You fucking be like, hey man, you want a chip? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then they actually accept it and they're spicy as fuck. And you burn the fuck out their mouth for no reason. That's
no, these are not spicy at all.
That's why, hey man, you want a chip? And you give them the one chip challenge.
All the pee bottles, I'm just saying. Oh my God. Yeah. It's fentanyl laced crystal, no chips. You guys are like, see, the thing is, I'm usually that person. Like, you know me. I usually have the most anxiety. When it comes to like communal things, like I'm just like, yeah, you know, I expect you to be a good person. Until I see otherwise, I'm gonna assume that you're a good person. I'm not gonna assume.
That's how you get burned.
I mean,
In this day and age.
but you also get burned in this day and age and die on the side of a road because nobody wants to stop and help you because they all think that you're gonna stop and fucking kill them.
Yeah. It's the whole. It's the
whole thing with life is community,
It's the
though.
cried wolf.
George with the 11 months. Hey, Brian, Crystal, and fam. Always a good time hanging out with you guys on the road. Brian, congrats on 92K. But seriously, what's the plan for 100K?
We're just gonna probably do another stream type of thing like we did before for 50. Just hang out. Probably play a bunch of random stuff. We could probably transition into the Q&A section if you guys got any questions about anything that we're doing on the channel.
Oh, yeah, because we're done. What would you rank them? Oh, we got to do the ranking first. Hold on.
I don't know. They're all
really
pretty
good.
mid.
This was probably...
like just like the same. I didn't feel like there was like any.
Did you
like,
just say mid?
yeah,
There was like bangers in there.
they all just
Like the
tasted like
first
cookies.
cookies.
Nothing really stood out.
These cookies, these chips. I want these. I'm going to try and find these because I want them. Like, again.
Why don't you plug her thing in? There's the plug back there, like the full-blown plug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mom, why are you laughing?
What?
Now the Jimmy Jams are pretty good. But a lot of the, like I said, I'd say 90% of the cookies, the circular ones, they're all just kind of the same.
Yeah, they were all like...
Nothing really stood
Out
out.
of all the boxes we've tried, though, this is my favorite.
Oh, I'd say, yeah, that box easily had the most edible 100%.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. This is not the right... I can't. Hers has the weird plug. Shit. I gotta take off my freaking thing. Hers has the C plug,
Oh,
and I can't plug it anywhere unless it's an actual charger, and that's not an actual charger. It's a USB charger.
there should be the two-prong
Nope.
outlet.
That's the truck. Yeah, no. Oh, that's so funny. No, nothing.
Can I have the rainbow dinosaur?
No,
Why?
that's not a good dinosaur.
Why?
I don't have a plug for her.
What's my left
You have to wait, baby.
Not too much longer, baby. Actually, I might be able to stop up here.
What?
The base.
I know, baby. It's dead, though, and I don't have a charger.
Did anybody ask anything?
I'm trying to see. There was someone saying fucking disgusting shit. I find it weird that Crystal's super optimistic, but then is immediately threatened by a random guy. Then do you ever try? Because the thing is, I try and see the best in people. I do, but at the same time, men scare me, and I will literally shoot your freaking head off if you come near me and my kids. me see. Who's taking care of the dogs? His brother and my mom. Brian, how do you manage your Discord? It seems really complicated, but seems to run well.
I mean, I don't really do anything for Discord. I had a friend, viewer of the channel, a while ago who was pretty good at Discord. That kind of set it all up for me, set up all the channels and things like that. Got everything organized, set up the bot and shit like that. I honestly didn't do any of that. It was all done by somebody who had the experience. So that's the one thing I tell people is if you need something done and you don't know how to do it, obviously you could Google it and learn it yourself, or just try to find somebody that does have that knowledge. There's a lot of people out there that know how to work a Discord pretty well. But yeah, mine was mainly done by others. And
we don't really not monitor it, but
yeah, I don't really do much with the Discord. Yeah. It's kind of like it got set up.
It's kind of like a free for all for people to kind of just hang out and chill. There's not much rules. Like obviously there's the channels, you should post in those channels, and majority of the community will actually put you in your place if you step out. Like if something happens, they'll be like, hey, whoa, stop. Like the community kind of handles it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that we don't want to, it's just before we even see it, it's usually someone else from the community is like, bro, stop. And then they'll message a mod and be like, so-and-so's doing whatever. Like, and then they'll go and review it, or if one of us sees it anyways.
Yeah, I set up an auto bot, that just auto bans people if they say certain things. Yeah. And but yeah, a lot of Discord is automated.
I'm new here, Brian Menard. Is that your girlfriend or sister? Wife of like 12 years.
That's a weird comment. Girlfriend or sister?
Yeah. A lot of people think I'm your sister though.
Mom,
like you don't know how many times I get asked. No, married, bud. Oh. Married 12 years. What are we eating? We just tried the Try Treats box from India. Freya, this is not a rainbow dinosaur. Oops. It is not a rainbow dinosaur.
Why would you show that?
Can I see it?
I forgot that I even had it here. This was from Sarah.
Where'd she get it?
I don't know. Then I threw it in there because of the kids and I didn't want them to see it. This is like a little dinosaur.
Mommy, can I see it?
My cousin got it as like a joke because she loves dinosaurs, and then I think someone got it for her as like a joke because she loves dinosaurs, so that she gave one to me, and I don't know why. And I was like, what the fuck? And the kid's like, can I play with it? And I like threw it in there so they couldn't see it. Oh. I told you guys. I'm weird. Marketplace wouldn't accept that title. Brian, did you see the Kick and Rumble have been popping off lately?
Yeah, but they're different. Like I said, when it comes to like Kick, because I've had people ask me about like streaming on Kick or Rumble, I'm in a different like content space. Like I'm a streamer, but I don't completely rely on live streams. Like a lot of my content is viewed by people after the fact, like videos and stuff. And Kick and Rumble, neither of those support like playlists or bingeable content. Like or Twitch, you know what I mean? So that's what like kind of separates YouTube. If I was like a full-fledged streamer only, like maybe those type of where after my stream is over, I didn't really care about the content. But I pretty much make my streams to be like videos that people could watch like timelessly. Trigger did a
$20 super chat and said, join late. What are we doing? Hi, Mini Menards. Good to see you. Hope you're all doing well. Take care from a non-scary man. Hi, thank you so much.
I really do appreciate it.
Chris said, how difficult how difficult is it to manage normal daily life with Brian's stream schedule? I don't know. Pulling my eye itches, sorry. Hold on. They're just in here itching my eye in front of you guys. I mean, I did show you like my Wienersaurus, so I literally forgot. That's been in there for like 4 years. No, we haven't had this car 3 years. It's just normal now, I think. Like, you guys have to also remember, because people ask me this question all the time. How do you deal with Brian working so much? How do you deal with this? How do you deal with that? One, Brian was in the military and was gone for training a ton, was on deployment and all that other stuff. And then once he got out, he started driving truck and was gone for 5 to 6 days a week, every week. Like, he didn't come home. And so he's only home for like 48 hours at one point, right? Yeah. It was 48? Yeah, 48 hours at one time. And then that was it. That was the most that I seen him. And then he started doing YouTube, and YouTube, he's home, but he's still working all the time. So I guess I'm just used to it. I don't know, like, I wish I had a better answer. I'm sorry. I think it's just I'm used to it. I'm used to him being gone and having to like do a ton, and then he's just like focused on, you know, what he has to do because it's so time consuming.
Next, so when I was driving,
he's home a lot now. How do you put up with his shit? It was actually an adjustment period. I feel like it was like the one thing he does that irks the shit out of me is he keeps he's tall, I'm small, and everyone else is small. So when I have the shower head tilted more in, right, because we're small humans, he gets in the shower because he's so tall and our ceilings are very low because we live in an old house. He turns it out. So when I go to get in the shower, it's bouncing off the back of the shower and in my face before I even get in. And ever since I'm like, what the fuck? And then I had to get used to, because he's home and takes showers at home now a lot more. But like, it's like little things like that. Or like something that we actually struggled with like recently is his office is in the house. So when he's at home, the kids assume dad's not working. And the same thing, like his family, my family, like everybody will assume, oh, well, Brian's home, he could just do what he wants. Like he's, you know, if I need him to come and hang out or do this or do that, like people assume that he could just go because he is at home. Like people don't associate him working if he's home. So it's been hard even for like myself too. Like sometimes I'll like need help with something and he's like, but I have to start the stream, and I'm like, well shit, you know, like I gotta freaking get this done, and you're like right here and I need you to help me, you know what I mean? It's like those type of things, but it's nothing like crazy. I feel like it's just little adjustments. I don't know.
That's probably the biggest downside to like doing what I do as a job is a lot of people, like obviously in the house, like especially with her, she understands, but a lot of people don't take it serious. So like when I tell my mom, like for instance, like, oh yeah, you know, I play video games for a living, and then when somebody comes, they're like, hey, can you do this for us on Saturday? And you're like, oh, I can't, I gotta work. And she's like, well, aren't you just like playing video games? Yeah. Can't you just do it late? And it's just like, if I had to go to my regular job, you wouldn't ask that question. Like you wouldn't be, oh, can't you just, it would just be, hey, I gotta work that day. It's like, oh, okay. But the second they find out what you do, they're just like, what do you mean? Like, can't you just, and it's like, no, dude, like, can you have to treat it like it's a job, because if not, like, it'll never succeed. If I didn't take it serious myself and I was just, you know, I just won't stream today, or I just won't stream this day. And I just started, you know, thinking I could just do it whatever I want and not have to follow rules, it wouldn't be very successful.
Yeah. I think that's the hardest part. Like when you say someone, oh, what they say, what do you do? And Brian's like, oh, I do YouTube. And they're like, oh, and they're interested. And they're like, oh, well, what do you do on YouTube? And he's like, I play games, like, you know, I stream games. And then they're like, oh, and they kind of like snub him, like in a way, like, oh, like, okay. Like I was at a sporting thing, and one of the parents actually were saying, they were like, oh, like, you know, they do YouTube and they think that's a real job. Try going to school. Like people like look down on it. I feel like more than people realize. Like I feel like younger kids, they look at it like, oh, that's so cool. But then if you have someone like our age or older, they're usually looking at him like, you're a freaking joke.
Yeah, they're like, you're
they
a
don't
joke,
take
dude.
you
Get a real
serious.
job.
Like, yeah, like literally, that's actually what the guy said. He was just like, oh, you should probably get a real job. Like, but I'm like, what the hell?
And it's like, I've had plenty of real jobs, man.
IR, thank you for the super chat. $5 super chat, gas money. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Let's see.
Mom, my baby. And my baby is the
Hold on.
I could trade you this like a nothing.
That's like people who think parenting isn't a job. Facts. George with the $2 super chat. I think you've both seen my channel. Any advice? No, not for me. I don't know.
What do you mean advice?
Because that's the thing is like the thing with YouTube that I've found is a lot of people ask Brian or me, because I do, if you guys don't know, I do all the back end things. So all of the thumbnails, the emails, all of that stuff I do. And then Brian does like, you know, all the final decisions on anything. Like if there's sponsorships and stuff, I bring them to him. I'm basically all the admin. Like I'm like the manager on the back end. And then he's, you know, whatever, not whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Like, and people ask that all the time. He's had other people that are bigger than him come to him and say, hey, what do I do? What do I change? And we can't give you the advice because what works for him may not work for you. What works for them may not work for him. So it's literally different for every single person, and it's such a hard question to answer.
It's impossible to answer,
Like-
only because like the thing is, when I say it's impossible to answer, is like, believe it or not, you know, some people be like, bullshit, dude. When I tell you, I don't put much thought into what I do.
That's good.
I just wing it, guys. 99% of what I do on my channel, I'm just winging it. I'm like, hey, we're just gonna try this today, and if it works, it works. If it does, hey, it is what it is. Like, I don't have like a strategy or like a, you know, like there's
And
no
people think he's lying
scripts
about that, by
or
the way.
content strategies, or I don't do research. The most I do is I ask you guys, hey, this game, what do you guys think about it? Oh yeah, some of you guys, oh, it sounds super cool, and I'm like, all right, cool, and then I'll just play it one day. Like, there's no strategy, there's nothing like that, man. I literally just pick a game and then just play that shit. You know what I mean?
If it works, it works. And that's why some people get mad. They're like, oh, you played 2 episodes of this and then you didn't, because it didn't work.
You know,
like,
some
it's
things
just
work,
a trial
some
and
things don't.
error.
You know, if you throw 100 things at the wall, something's got to stick eventually, right? And that's kind of like, that's kind of my content strategies. I just throw a bunch of shit at the wall and then we just see if it sticks. But my main thing about YouTube is there's 2 types of creators. You can be a content creator where people come to you for the content, or you could be there's the content and then there's the content and then there's the creator. And either people will come to you for the content or people will come to you for the creator. And that's kind of where you got to figure out, what do you want to be? Do you want to be content or do you want to be the creator? And at first, I started off my channel focusing mainly on the content. I didn't care about me or what people thought about me. I had to serve a purpose. People wanted to see this game, and I covered it. And now I focus more on kind of being the creator. Like, I'd rather people come to watch me, you know, because if for instance, if I'm playing Sons of the Forest, there's 100 different YouTubers out there playing Sons of the Forest that are 100 times better at the game than me. You know what I mean? So you have to figure out, how can I make myself interesting enough for people to want to watch me play Sons of the Forest? Because if somebody just wants to watch Sons of the Forest, there's 1,000 videos out there they could watch. You know what I mean? But if you want to watch, I don't know. You just got to make it so people want to watch you play said game. So people always think, oh, well, like, what games do you pick? And it's like, it doesn't matter what games you pick. You know what I mean? Hey, keep it down.
No. Another thing that I would say is, like, we say this all the time, and I think people think that we're just saying it, like, as a generic answer, but it's not. Be yourself. Make content you enjoy. Like, because if you're playing a game, like, that you just don't like, people are going to see through it. And then they're not going to want to watch you, because they're going to be like, wow, you're not enjoying this, like, at all. And I'm not enjoying it because you're not enjoying it. And then if you're not authentic, and Brian said this a million times, you can't keep up that facade forever. Like, you can't keep up this like bubbly, like super dramatic, like announcer voice, like forever. You're gonna slip at some
Especially
point.
doing videos, it's easier because you can always
doing
edit.
videos is
You can always
easier.
edit, and it's easy to pretend to be somebody doing videos.
Yeah.
But when you're live streaming, it's like putting on an act. You know what I mean? If you're trying to pretend to be somebody you're not, you got to be that person the whole time you're live streaming. And all it takes is for you to slip up, you know, one time for people to be like, whoa, dude, that's kind of out of character. You know what I mean? And then it's just exhausting. You know what I mean? You'd have to pretend to be this person just over and over and over again, all day, every day. And yeah, that shit just I couldn't imagine how exhausting that would be. So that's why I kind of, when I started YouTube, I just was like, hey, either A, people are going to like me for who I am, or they're not, you know, and I'm just me. You know what I mean? I might come across as an idiot, you know, and I'm not that great at games 99% of the time, but as long as people accepted that, you know, now I got people that, you know, accepted me for who I am, and I don't have to pretend to be anybody else. You know what I mean? I'm the granny slapping, dog shooting, whatever else you guys want to throw into the fucking resume. You know?
Another thing, I see you guys talking about thumbnails. I think thumbnails are important. I feel like all the YouTube gurus say that thumbnails are important. Do I think that they are to an extent? Yes. But I still think people just click on what they want, to be honest. Like, yes, I feel like before thumbnails were a big deal, like with videos, but I feel like live streaming is very hard for thumbnails because you can't take screen grabs from what you're playing because it's not for streaming. When we do the IRL thing, thumbnails have a little bit more artisticness to them because it's easier to just take a photo being like, and then posting it on your thing, where you can't really do that with a stream until afterwards, and then by that time there's no point in changing it type thing. I'm trying to see, there was something else but I can't remember. Another thing too that I see a lot of people doing, and actually I feel like you got caught up too when you first started, is like the little like share for shares or like sub for subs.
Yeah, sub for sub. Yeah, you got
like those things. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
It's not.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're coming up in YouTube, because there's a lot of like when you're really, really small, you get a lot of sub for sub, or
like, oh, I'll leave your thing open if you leave my thing open, and then it's like they don't genuinely interact with your channel.
And that the problem with that is, and that I even tell you guys this, because you know I got some of you guys who are like, dude, I'll make 100,000 YouTube accounts and subscribe to your channel. It's just like, but it doesn't help. Because a lot of people focus on subscribers. Like, that's like a big deal for a lot of people. And I'm not going to say it wasn't for me. Like, when I was coming up in YouTube, when I first started, subscribers were everything. You know what I mean? Like, you always label the amount of subscribers you have to success for some reason.
Yeah.
But realistically, subscribers don't matter at all. Like, the amount of subscribers a channel has, like, you could have 50,000 subscribers and be more successful financially on YouTube than somebody that has 1 million subscribers. You know what I mean? It all just depends on how you market your content and how active your community is. But when it comes to like the sub for sub, or like having people like get you a bunch of subscribers, it's just fluff. So I try talking to people, you know, people that go out, they'll do like the advertisements and stuff like that. They'll like advertise their things and try to get like all these bot subs. But subs don't get you viewers. Like, it's not like the more subs you have, the more viewers you get. They have nothing to do with each other.
Stuff.
Yeah, they don't have anything to do with each other. So all you're gonna have is your channel's gonna look worse either, actually, because like say right now, you botted or you did something and you have 50,000 subs, but you're only getting the views of somebody who maybe has 5,000. You know what I mean? So yeah, you got a big number, but you're still getting no views on your stuff. And it looks worse, honestly, because they're like, damn, man, like you guys would probably say, go around, man, this guy's got like 1 million subscribers, but yet he's only getting like, you know, 5,000 views or 2,000 views on his videos. It doesn't make any sense. It's because he's got a lot of fluff. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of numbers that don't add up to anything.
And that's what happens when you do sponsored posts. So if you sponsor a video, your video is going to get a lot of views and you may get spoof accounts. But once YouTube does like their every 3 months or whatever it is,
Their purge,
that's what we call it, is like the purge. Your numbers will go from like, I don't know, like let's say you have 1,000 down to 600.
Yeah, I've had
just take away all of it.
I've had YouTube purge. At the most I've ever had purged from me was like 500 subs, like at once, boom. And they're all inactive accounts because what YouTube does is every period or whatever, they go through and they purge your sub list of inactive accounts and bots and stuff like that. So you could just be on, as you're smaller, it's not as big of a deal. You know, you got bigger guys. Like I remember when YouTube did their purge a couple of years ago, their first purge, there was so many YouTubers that were pissed. There was guys that went from like 1 million subs down to like 300,000-400,000, just lost hundreds of thousands of subscribers because YouTube purged all these bot accounts and inactive accounts. It's absolutely crazy. So
yeah. And like I said, with the sponsor thing, it's kind of like just spoof things. So you might get that, like, which is weird because you're paying YouTube to sponsor a video, right? And then they're showing it to random people. You can pick your audience and stuff, but it's still like spoof accounts. Like, and then when they do their purge, they just take all those back. So literally you pay for it for them to take it back. Like, it's so messed up. Yeah, someone said I've been mysteriously unsubbed from random channels in the past. Yeah, you may have not been active on those channels. That's why the more active, even with membership gifting, the more active you are on the channel, the more you comment, the more you like, the more you interact with the channel, the higher you go on the list. Not from us, but YouTube. They put you on a higher list to get gifted membership. Yep. It's the people who don't interact the most that are on the bottom of the list to get a gifted membership. There was something else that I had to say too about that. I can't remember. I think you are doing great right now, Menards. You can't satisfy everyone. For example, I don't like GTA, so I skip all of its stream, and when I find an interesting game, I watch it.
Yeah, and that's all I ask, you know, because I have a lot of people that go, oh man, this game sucks. Like, why are you playing it? It's like, dude, like you don't, you know, like you might not like it, but you know, that's why I stream the way I do. That's why I play the amount of games that I play, because I try to give everybody a chance. You know, like for instance, you don't like GTA, but maybe you like, you know, Sons of the Forest or something like that, you know. And I don't expect everybody to always like everything I'm playing at one time. If that was the case, I would only play 1 or 2 games at a time if everybody just enjoyed what I did. But because I know that's not the case, that's why I have 6 games in rotation, you know, at any given time, and I'm always trying new things, is because, you know, I know you might not like Final Fantasy. I know you might not like GTA. I know you might not like zombie games, you know what I mean? So that you might have come to my channel because you liked Fallout, you know, and now I haven't played Fallout in forever, you know what I mean? But then say I jump into Fallout 76 and those people, you know, I'm always trying to keep everybody happy, but just not, obviously I can't do it all at the same time, but I try to keep a good rotation going. That way I can keep everybody happy. And that's probably the most strategy I put into my content, is just trying to stay, like, have enough variety to keep most of my viewers engaged at any given time. That's probably, if anybody wants to know like strategy, that's what I do at least. Now for some people, that's not even, they can't even fathom that. Like I've had people message me like, dude, how the fuck do you play so many different games? Like, how do you even remember the controls? And I'm like, dude, if you ever notice, when I start off a game, for the first couple minutes, I'm all over the damn place, you know what I mean, with the controls. But I don't know, for me, it's kind of a comfort thing, and it keeps me from getting bored. Like the variety. I know it doesn't work for some people. Some people, they play a game and they need to focus on that game. They can't like bounce around. But for me, I don't know. I can do it. I can bounce around from game to game, and you know, I can kind of just pick up where I left off, and it keeps me sane. You know, so I'm not like getting bored of just
getting burnt out.
Yeah, just playing like State of Decay every single day, day in and day out, the same game over and over and over and over again. That's why I look at some of these bigger guys that are like Warzone streamers or Fortnite streamers, and I'm like, damn, dude, I could not imagine playing the same game day in and day out Oh, I swapped
Shit.
lanes.
Mom, look at the log.
Because I
What's it-
did that before, and I did start getting burned out on State of Decay back in the day.
He stopped so you could go.
But yeah, it's just, it gets boring, guys. It really does. Not only for me, though, as the content creator, it gets boring for everybody. Like, there is some people out there who
George with a gifted membership, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, George. I appreciate it, brother. But there are some of you guys out there that could probably sit there and watch me play State of Decay day in and day out from now until the end of time and just be entertained. But I don't know. I look at that as a creator and I'm like, man, don't you guys get bored of this, like the same thing over and over again, though? Like, if I played Fortnite and it was just like, after watching me play 700,000 matches, like...
Anderson, no, my kid didn't say the F word. He said a log truck.
Yeah, there was a log truck on that side of the road.
No, he did not swear. My bad, go ahead.
But yeah, it's I don't know. For me, it's just oh, me? Oh, yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, I swear all the time.
I was like, not that.
Nah, yeah, I don't shelter
Yeah, we
my
don't.
kids' ears.
It's just words.
Because the thing is I grew up, and a lot of you guys could probably attest to this. I grew up, and my parents really didn't swear around me all that much, like at all. And I still was getting on the bus to school. F this, F that, like,
Because you thought it was like a naughty thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
oh, my parents aren't around,
so
I can do
you're
it.
gonna,
And it's like,
kids are gonna swear. I know they're swearing. The kids at school are always swearing. Even if they don't hear it from me, they're gonna hear it from somebody else. So instead of like being like, oh, swearing's taboo, you just teach them
it's just a word.
when and where.
Use it properly.
Yeah, when and where you can use it, and who not to say it to.
Mosa with a $5 super chat. Maybe you could try, quote, the Crew Motorfest. Seems to be a really good motorsport game. Sadly, I had to end my membership. My mobile operator didn't like it.
Oh, it's all good.
Brian, I stream games I don't like when I'm sleeping for the views, lol, or come see what chat is up to. Swearing is scary. I learned every cuss word in first grade. Yeah, they're gonna learn it somewhere, and to me, I look at them as just a little like sprinkle in a sentence. I don't look at them as anything like horrific or, you know.
Certain words you just won't make
Yeah, never. It felt weird when I became an adult and the older relatives started swearing in front of me. Yeah, it's like this taboo. Or the first time you swear in front of your parents.
Oh, yeah,
Like when and they're like, oh, like, you know, like clutching their pearls, and you're like, but I'm like 28 now. Like, I can swear. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like my kids have said, like, what did Vito do? Vito did something. He got hurt or fell or
Yeah, he
something.
fell
And he goes, oh shit. Like, he used it in the appropriate context. I was stunned. Like, I just stood, I was like, but at the same time, he used it in appropriate, like, sentence. He wasn't calling anybody a name, and I was just like, okay, like, try and use a different word. But I get it. Like, you fell. Like, Brian, is the Arizona team bussin'?
It is busting for sure.
I swear a lot, but my oldest did not start swearing until she was in the Marines. I feel like that's Noah. Like, Noah barely swears, like, ever. And then Vito's like, can I say it? Like, we had something happen, and he's like, that guy's an a-hole. But he won't say the word, but he'll be like, he's an a-hole. Or he's a B. Like, that's what he'll say. Like, and I'm like, no, you're good, Anderson.
I started swearing real bad when I was in the military. Oh, God, it was terrible. But that's the thing, is the military teaches you a lot of tact. So it's like, in front of people, like, I wouldn't swear all that much, but then, like, behind, oh man, it was terrible.
Robert, thank you for becoming a member.
Robert, welcome to the family.
Thank you. Max, were you guys raised religious at all? I was raised Catholic. You were raised like Catholic, but he doesn't
we never went to church or anything like
Yeah.
that. No, I never. My mom sent me to Bible camp one year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of that. Yeah.
But it wasn't for religion. It was just because it was like
break.
fucking free childcare. I got to go to camp or whatever. That was like the most religious thing I've ever done in my life. That, and then when I was in boot camp, I went to church every Sunday to get away from the drill instructors. Everybody goes to church on Sundays to get away from the drill instructors.
I was raised Roman Catholic, Italian Roman Catholic, so if you know, you know. Like,
and I picked the Roman Catholic one, because you get the cookie and the juice.
it's not a cookie and juice.
That's
and you
what it.
can't take it unless you are confirmed.
I ate that shit every week.
Brian, oh my God, we literally go over this all the time. And he's like, the cookie and the juice. The cookie was kind of dry, and I'm
That
like,
cookie
oh
was
my
dry as
God,
fuck.
like you can't do that.
Hey, when you're in boot camp, trust me, you drink nothing but water. That little fucking cup of juice was light.
It's not juice.
I would dream about it. Like, look forward to it. You're like, oh man, tomorrow is Sunday, dude. We get our juice.
Oh my
The cookie was not that great though. It was just like a little plain ass. I don't even know. It tastes like paper, but it was still good. It was calories.
What, juice?
You don't know that struggle.
Anderson. Yes, you're giving proper Italian vibes from the get-go, especially when you mentioned your uncle was like Sony from Bronx Tale. My Uncle Richard. Yeah, Brian. Okay, so funny story. When Brian went, so Brian didn't just ask me to marry him. He had to get permission to marry me. That's just how we roll, right? Like, if you know, you know. And so he had to go ask my grandfather because my father's, anyways, he had to go ask my grandfather because my grandfather was like my father. And when we went over there that day, you were so scared.
He was a fucking Italian mobster, dude. Fucking.
Oh, no! You can't.
Why would I
actually
not be fucking nervous?
He was so scared, right? So he goes in the house and had no idea my uncle was gonna be there. And so my uncle and my aunt are there, right? And like nobody knew what was happening. And I'm like just standing there. So I'm like shaking at the table because I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? And my grandmother's at the table. My grandma's like, oh my God, what's happening? My aunt's at the table. She's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? My uncle, my grandfather, and Brian like shaking, and he's like, you know, can I marry Crystal, like blah blah blah. And my grandfather looked at him so serious in the face and said, what did he say to you?
I don't remember.
He said, oh shit,
They started busting my balls, both of them.
no, yeah, they did, because they said, well, how much money do you have?
Hey Tony.
He said, how much money do you have, or something like that, like how much are you gonna give me to marry her? Because that happens, you know, sometimes you would give like a dowry, like, you know what I'm saying, like that type of thing. So he was like, what do you have, like what are you gonna give me in order to like marry my granddaughter? And Brian literally started stuttering.
Cause I was poor. Fuck am I supposed to get? I ain't got no fucking money.
He was literally like and he started patting his freaking pocket like he had money. He had nothing in his pocket, okay? Like nothing. And then my grandfather and my uncle started bust out laughing at the same time, and they were like, no, it's okay. Scared the ever-loving shit out of him.
Mom, did you know it's actually impossible to rub your head and pat your head and your stomach?
Yeah, you could do it.
I can. Look it. You rub both.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Yeah, and then I forgot what my uncle said. My uncle was like, yeah, of course. But if you guys have ever seen The Bronx Tale, my uncle looks and sounds just like him, like Sonny from The Bronx Tale. Like, and I think that's why I love that movie so much. And when I was younger, when I had first seen it, I thought that my uncle was in the movie, and I was confused at how he got in the movie, because I was like, I don't think you should be on a screen. And why are you like, it made no sense to me. Robert, thank you so much for the super chat, the $10 super chat. Thank you.
Robert, thank you, brother.
When I was in basic back in 2006, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and every Sunday I also went to Catholic church too for the juice.
Yo, that's
but
what
they
I'm
gave us grape juice and a little piece of bread.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a little bit of grape juice, and then you get the little cookie thing. I mean, I don't mean no disrespect. You know, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that.
I actually
George said, did she pass the door test? Do you remember what happened when we went to New York City?
Oh, you failed that shit. I was ready to fight you.
He was so mad.
Fucking, oh my God.
I trolled the ever-loving shit out of him. Literally, guys, like when I'm telling you, I probably should have stopped after like 10 minutes, but it was so funny how mad he got, because back then, you have to remember, he just got out of the Marine Corps, and his like woo-woo-ness in his head was not all good, and he had a temper. Oh, he had a temper. And this man has maybe raised his octave to me, like, which is amazing. Over the last 13 years, probably like 4 times. and maybe 5. So this was one of the times that he was so mad. We were getting ready to leave for New York City. We were going to New York City for New Year's 2010 going into 2011, and we're in the car and we're like getting ready to go, and then I locked the door so he couldn't get in.
No,
I was
we were
sitting
at
in the
that
car.
parking lot.
Yeah.
Over near, what were we doing over there? I don't even remember.
We were waiting for Abner.
Oh, yeah.
We were waiting for Abner. He was doing something. And he got out of the car with Abner, and I'm stuck in the car. And it was only supposed to be like 5 minutes. Well, hell long goes by, and I'm annoyed. So I'm like, well, I'm going to fuck with him now. So I lock the car so he can't get in. So then he says, unlock the car. So I unlock it and then lock it again. And then he's like, open the door. And I'm like, okay. So I unlock it and lock it again. And I literally unlocked it and locked it again. Not even kidding. 25
No,
minutes.
she did that shit for like 20 to 30 minutes. It's not even funny anymore. Like, generally that's something you do for like a minute or two. You do it like, when I say she had that shit going for like 30
I was so...
fucking minutes.
And he was like, open the fucking door. And I was just like, okay. And then I would lock it.
No, the only reason why you even unlocked it is because I started walking.
You
I was
did?
going to walk home. I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm just leaving. I don't even care. No, because I threatened to walk away one time. I started walking. You're like, you roll on the window. Like, okay, come back. And then I go back and she fucking does it again. So then I was like, nah, fuck you. I'm leaving. I literally was walking. And then she's like, no, seriously, come back. And then she kept doing it. Like, that's what I mean. Like, literally kept doing it. I think the only way she actually got me is because she, like, threw the keys out the car or something. Because I didn't believe her anymore.
Crystal, how's your cousin after the surgery she had? Just asking. She is good. She's home now. They didn't find anything crazy there, so they had her, like, wait, and then they had to do a test to make sure everything was able to, like, go through her body. But she's good. Thank you for asking, though. It was so funny to me. Like, even now, 13 years later, I think it's hilarious. Like,
yeah, it's funny for like 2 minutes at most.
No, it was so funny how mad you got. Like, and I think that's what
would
kept
get
making,
mad.
No, but that's what like kept making me doing it. What? That's what kept making me do it, because you were getting so mad and it was so funny. Because the thing is, I don't really see Brian mad like that. So to see him mad, I was like, oh, this is funny. And then the thing was, he was talking shit to me. So you're not going to talk shit to me and then have me stop. I am stubborn. If you talk shit to me, I'm just going to do it more. So that's what he did. But I did not pass the Dorset test. When my wife did that, I just walked away and acted like I didn't know her anymore.
And I said most people just do it for a couple, like 2 minutes at most, because even 2 minutes is a long time. Generally, you'll do it like 2 or 3 times and just like mess with the person.
Listen,
no.
Okay, you had it coming. We were supposed to leave, because the thing was, guys, like, if you don't know New York City has like a ton of traffic, and I wanted to make it there before we hit traffic for New Year's Eve, and they were fucking around at this place, and I was like, bro, I want to freaking go, like, let's go. And they just kept like busting each other's balls outside and stuff. So I was like, no, I'm not letting you in the car.
And then we didn't even have traffic, because I told her, I was like, it's gonna be fine, like, and then she just didn't listen. No. So then she locked
But then we got stuck in a cab when we were there, and we ended up having to spend New Year's in the freaking hotel before we went out with Sawyer. Like, when the ball dropped, we were in the freaking hotel room switching to go out so that we could see the ball drop, but that didn't happen. So, hey, do you think LASIK surgery is worth getting? I think that's like a personal like opinion on it. I would love to have LASIK, so I'm very torn on it. I would love to have LASIK. I've had glasses since I was 2, and I would love to have LASIK. But I know, in the United States at least, there are so many lawsuits due to LASIK, and it's so bad for so many people that I don't think that I would have the balls to do it. But then when people get it done and they are like, oh, it's the best thing I ever did, I'm like, see, I should get it done. And then you see all of like my friend, she's she works for the insurance for the claims and stuff when people have messed up LASIK, and they're always bogged down because it's like so many people get their eyes messed up.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. It's like that's the one thing I don't think I'll ever fuck with is like my eyes.
Yeah. And I think that's what it is, because it's my eyes and I already have bad eyesight. Because apparently what happens is like you get like this burning feeling 24/7 in your eyes, like some people, to the point where they end up unaliving themselves because they can't take it anymore. And it's permanent. Like they can't get it out because it's just something that happens in the surgery, and it happens a lot. And that's just one complication. And I don't know if I would take the chance. I'll just wear my glasses or be blind. Like,
yeah, I mean, I would only get something like that if it was like, hey, you do this or you're going to be blind for the rest of your life. Like, this is the only time I'd ever risk something like that. But if I can correct my eyesight with glasses, I'm just going to correct it with glasses.
Yeah.
I ain't going to risk fucking being blind or something like could you imagine that? You go and something happens and now you're permanently blind in one eye or some shit? Oh, fuck that.
See, a couple people are like, see, I wore glasses for 25 years and I got it done. It was a blessing. Dang, I guess I got lucky. I had it years ago. My uncle also had it and he's fine.
I know a lot of people.
I know a lot of people,
too,
and that's what
fine.
confuses me, because I'm like, you see so many that get messed up, and then there's a bunch that are, and I'm like, well, damn, and I'm so conflicted, but I don't think that I could risk it with my eyes. Like, me personally, but I wish I could. Like, I wish I had the balls. What is the most old-fashioned thing you guys still do? Probably our life.
What do you mean, old-fashioned? I don't know.
Traditional.
I don't know.
Like our life?
Not really traditional people.
I mean, our life is traditional compared to most people.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, like our life. Like the fact that I stay home with kids and I take care of our home and I, cook him food. People seem to find that like bizarre a lot of the time, which I don't know, I guess I thought wasn't that bizarre until YouTube, when people would be like, what the hell, you're feeding him? And I'm like, you want him to starve? So I would say like our life is like more on the traditional side, like the way we run our house is traditional-ish. I don't know. Like, but not in traditional in a way of like he doesn't tell me what to do and I don't tell him what to do. It's like, I don't know. So we're like equal, and I always say this, and people always joke like, oh, Crystal wears the pants, blah, blah, blah. I don't. But like, we both are like equal in making decisions. Like, he's not going to go out and buy a car without talking to me, and I'm not going to go out and get my boobs done without talking to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't make those decisions. So I guess that would be like also more traditional. And I stay home. I take care of the house. I take care of the kids. But I've always wanted to do that. I never wanted, because I grew up with my mom working literally 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, my whole life. And I grew up with my grandparents, and the same thing with him. He grew up with his grandmother because his mom worked all the time, and we wanted to make sure we were there for our kids.
At least one of us was.
Yeah, at least one of us.
Because I was always on the road or in the military.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I don't want my kids to be raised by a fucking daycare or by like a babysitter, like I was. So
like, our kids have never been to a daycare.
No, so that's why we came together and we're like, hey, listen, like if I'm gonna be gone, like you're gonna be home.
Yeah.
At least, so at least our kids have one of us. Because what fuck sense does that make if I'm always gone? Like, because I was always gone, and then you're also gone. It's like, who the hell's raising our kids? You know what I mean? So. And
I get nervous too, because you see like daycare things where like the people like beat the kids and so, oh my gosh, like I could never. So I've always been like more old school Italian ways of like raising kids and making home cooked food and stuff like that. So that's just what I knew growing up, like from my grandmother. And I kind of just like took her matriarch spot, I guess, like in like now. I don't know. Damn, this person's going slow as hell. But yeah, and then I've had like jobs and I've done things too. So it's not like I've never done anything. So I am a photographer. I don't really do photography anymore. I was trying to open up a food truck, like a bakery food truck, before the pandemic hit, but obviously once the pandemic hit, that just went out the door. I've worked with the National Guard. I've done little things like here and there to also contribute like financially, but he's usually like the breadwinner and I'm not. Sounds so depressing. I was raised by coyotes in the canyons of San Diego. While you were a photographer, so is your younger brother? Yeah, I am a photographer. I took it pretty seriously for a while, and that was actually like, I don't know, it was like really hard trying to balance being a mom and like, you know, a wife and like balancing a house and then also photography, because I do like family and stuff like that, but I was doing weddings at the time and I didn't have Freya yet. But it was so hard because with weddings, you have to plan like a year or two ahead of time. And I don't know what I'm doing in a year or if I'll still live here or something. So it was really hard. And so I took like on a bunch of weddings, and then I got pregnant with Freya and I got really sick. Like I was really bad with Freya. Like I couldn't do anything. I was like immobile. And so I had to kind of give that up. And then honestly, technology changes so quickly that you have to keep up with it. And photography is very expensive. And I wasn't making enough to just keep upgrading my gear. Like my gear is good still, but like people are now switching to mirrorless a lot, and I just didn't have the money to do that. And I wasn't making enough that it would be worth it to invest $5,000 into new gear. Like it just didn't make sense. So I kind of just like stepped back. I'll do photo shoots here and there now, but it's not like my main priority. I don't know. Grim, thank you so much. He's the breadwinner, you're the bread maker. Ooh. I do like making bread though, and I make some bomb ass bread. I'm just saying.
Well, that's why I try to tell people all the time though, is like, if not for her, like being because like my kids would never go anywhere, and that's why I love my kids and I want them to have the best of the best, and you know, to have a loving parents and stuff like that. So it's like for me, if it wasn't for her and the foundation that she gives me, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, period. Like it wouldn't happen, because I would have to be out doing this, or I'd have to be with the kids constantly making them food, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have the freedom to even do what I do if it wasn't for how she the foundation and support that she gives me. Like I said, it opens up.
People ask you that all the time too.
Oh yeah,
like why does your wife let you always do it? And it's like,
it's a team. It's a team thing, you know. Like we both like sat down, we discussed it, we talked about, hey, you know, this is how this could go, you know. And we run into stuff all the time that, you know, we don't agree on completely, or you know, I'll do something one way and like she'll want to do it a different way, and well, you know, we clash when it comes to that. But for the most part, you know, we both knew what we were getting into, kinda. There's times where we get surprised by shit, but. You know, we both kind of knew what we were getting into. We both accepted the consequences of what we were trying to get into. And, you know, here we are today, you know. So the fact, like, she knew going into, because people, oh, man, like, your wife lets you just play video games all day? And it's like, well, yeah, because it's my job. Yeah. And she knew that this would be my job, you know. But it's like, what's the difference? When it's your job, it's a bit different, you know what I mean? Because that's like me being like, say you work in a warehouse, and that's like me looking at you saying, hey man, your wife's okay with you going and just working in that warehouse all day?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you know what I mean? It's different. Now, if I just sat around the house playing video games all day, like I used to before, that's when me and her used to go at it, because I would go to work all day, and then I would work all day, you know, 6 in the morning to, you know, 4 or 5 at night. PT and everything, and then I'd get home. She'd be stuck in the house all day with the kids. So I'd get home. She's like, hey, let's do something. You know what I mean? I've been sitting around with kids all day, fucking pulling my damn hair out, bored out of my mind, you know, while I'm out, quote unquote, working. I'm hanging out with my boys and stuff at work and shit like that.
Social interaction.
Yeah, you know, so adults, I come home, I'm exhausted, and I just want to fucking sit around and do nothing and play my damn video games. And she's like, bro, I've been stuck in this fucking house all day. I want to get out and go do something. You know what I mean? And she'd be like, hey, let's go to the park with the kids. And I'm like, oh, no, you just go. You know, I'm just gonna. And I would sit around and play video games all fucking day. And that's when we had issues. You know what I mean? But then I had to realize, you know, because I would be like, oh, well, you're just sitting at home. Like, you know, it's not until I started, there was that during the summertime. Remember when I took that 30 days off? Yeah. And you went to the XTC bullshit?
Yep. Yeah.
So the roles switched.
And
for
he got
1
a
month.
taste of the medicine.
Yeah, the roles switched for 1 month. Yeah. And she went to work while I over the summer, I was on leave, on vacation for a month.
Yeah.
And I was stuck at home with the kids.
I got a really good job with the government. And
Yeah.
it was a really good opportunity.
So I was stuck at home with the kids from, like,
okay, well, do you want to do something? Do you want to like hang out? And I'm like, no.
she's like, no, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I gotta wake up in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I can only sit here listening to Goo Goo Gaga, like leave me the fuck alone, bro. Like, the kids just nonstop. Dad. I'm like, bro, what? Crazy.
I wasn't that bad.
Bro, you were the worst.
You were because you were an only child. Okay, I think it should be good now. Let us know if we're back. Back now? Okay. Max said, is there anything you guys would like to change or improve on? Not necessarily a relationship, but any little things.
Like to improve on, like, what, in our life?
Yeah, I think so. At least that's how I'm interpreting it.
I mean, there's nothing like on the list, because I mean, I feel like we're always trying to improve on everything. It's not like we just let something sit.
That's the one thing I will say, personality wise, that Brian and I both have in common. Like, I'm a little delusional, okay? Like, and in life, right? Like, they get stuck in this spot in life, and like, let's say you're going and you go to college, and then after college you like get a job, and then you get a good job, and then you just stay there and you kind of just float, and then you're like 45, 50, and you're like, oh, I need to do something, you know, like a midlife crisis, and you're like, I need to do something crazy, my life is so boring, I wish I had done this and I wish I had done that. And the thing is, I think with Brian and I is we both had, at least for me, I don't know, I guess you could say whether you did or not, but I have like this thought in my head of like, I want something better, right? And if you guys don't know Brian and I's backstory, we are both from one of the worst parts of the worst cities in New York, like hood-wise, okay? We did not come from families with money. We had nothing growing up, and we knew we didn't want that for ourselves. Now, we obviously went on different paths for a little while after like high school and stuff, and his was the Marine Corps, and that was him getting out. Like, that was his like climbing out of that hellhole of where we're from, and that what is it, not stereotypical, but that, like, you know, like your mom did it and then their mom did it, you know, like the same thing. You guys kind of just stay in the same spot in the same city doing the same things and that kind of stuff. We didn't want that, either of us. I picked up and I moved to New York City. I moved to the Bronx, and I just did whatever the hell I wanted to do, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go crazy. He went and joined the Marine Corps and went and was like, I'm gonna go and sign up for every deployment I can and put myself in every dangerous position that I can, just so I can live life. And we kind of like did that, and I feel like even now in our 30s, we're still doing that. Like, improving things is just natural for us. Like, we're not the type of people that like to like stay still.
No, yeah, we've fallen into ruts, but
yes.
I feel like that's everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like nobody intentionally wants to fall in a rut, but you know, like for instance, I was a delivery driver. I'd say that's probably one of the biggest ruts I've ever been in my life. And I got comfortable. I was doing it for years, and I was making pretty decent money, and everything just felt good, comfortable, you know what I mean? But granted, like, there was so many other things I could have done to better myself, make even more money, move up the ladder. I just got comfortable, fell into the rut,
which
and
happens
just
a lot.
And just was going day to day, almost like I was on autopilot, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, they hit that autopilot part of their life, and they just stay there. You just ride it out. And it'll be like 20, 30 years down the road, you're like, holy fuck, man, I've just been doing this same thing day in and day out for the past 30 years. And that was me, you know what I mean? We just fell into the rut. And
then one day I was like, I want to do YouTube. And Brown was like, you know what? I kind of want to do YouTube too. And I was just like, okay. And then I was doing it. And then you started doing videos, right?
I started doing the videos. And then YouTube, like starting YouTube kind of like got me like to realize that I was in a rut. And that's when I got the job at Walmart. You know, to make more money, a better trucking position, stuff like that. So I was like always trying to move up and up and up and up and up. And even in my job, you know, I was like always trying to move up and up. I didn't want to just some guys, they just got a job at the company and they just drove. That's it, every day. I was trying
Yeah.
to become a trainer. I was always trying to, you know, go. I was volunteering for every little thing just so I could keep moving up the ladder, because I just didn't want to stay still. And
Brian has a lot of natural drive in him. Like, he just naturally is driven to want more or better. And I think that does a lot of times come from your situation that you have when you're growing up or something. You don't want the same things, you want something better, et cetera, et cetera. I know a lot of people go through that. And I think it's like a testimony, though, to like anybody who is watching this. Like, if you do feel stuck, like, that is normal, but you just have to think outside the box. Like, you can't do the same thing that everybody else is doing, because then you're gonna still be in the same rut. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you're at a job, sometimes, like, I have a couple friends who are going through hell right now in their life, right? And they just feel like nothing is going right and they're not progressing at all. And I just, if you are that person right now, just understand, like, that is normal. Everybody's gonna go through it. And the one thing that always gets me through everything is, this is just a phase. Like, that quote literally has gotten me through the hardest times in parenting and life, is this is just a phase. If you are having a bad phase right now, you don't have money, you lost your job, you got a divorce, whatever happens, right? Just understand that it is a phase in life and it's going to pass, but you have to fight to get past it.
Yeah,
like,
it just
you can't
won't
just
happen
sit
automatically.
there. Because the longer you sit there, the longer that phase will be, the faster and you to get out of that phase, the shorter that phase is going to be. And then when you move on, like, we have a life right now. We are not rich. We are not, like, shit quality, but it was on for a second. We're back? Okay. But like I was saying, like, the faster and harder that you push, the faster and harder you're going to get out of that thing. And like I said, Brian and I, we got to a point at one point where we had a rented TV. We couldn't even afford a TV. We had a rented TV. Our bed was rented from Rent-A-Center. Okay, we're almost there, baby. You gotta hold it. 2 miles, okay? 2 miles, you gotta hold it, okay? Try to hold it. And the thing was, we knew, like, at the end of the day, if we don't do something, then it's just gonna get worse. And instead of just, like, laying down and taking it, we were like, okay, what can we do? Jewelry, and, like, ended up going back in the military. I also seen somebody ask earlier how long Brian was deployed and all that other stuff. He's done 3 combat deployments, and he was in the military for 13 years, spread across the Marine Corps and the Army.
1 minute, baby. We're literally about to get off. 1 minute.
We're about to get off. You gotta hold it, okay? Mommy
Told you no drinks, and you didn't
Told
listen.
you.
But what the hardest thing, guys, is because I understand it's the change. It's
We're like choppy.
change is so scary.
It is.
And it's like,
And I told.
getting off right here, baby.
Are we good, guys? Oh, I didn't know if it was a curve. Oh, we're like right there.
No, yeah, we're almost there, but there's a we're almost there, but there's a gas station right here. She can use it. That's right. Gas station right here. She can use it. That's right.
You're just gonna break.
I was saying the scariest thing is change. Like, you know, it's scary to go from job to another because you don't know if it's going to work out. And everything I've done it, it's always been scary. And it's you're everything I've done it, it's always been scary. And it's you're always taking a risk. You know what I mean? But I've luckily, you know, I made sure I did enough research to make sure that it was, you know, I planned it out as much as I possibly could so it would work. And yeah, but I would definitely tell you guys, like, don't be scared of change. It can be a very good thing.
And the thing was, even with, I don't know, can you guys hear us? Let me know if you can hear us, because I feel like it's really choppy on my phone, so I don't know if they can even hear what we're saying. Oh my God! Oh Jesus
This
Christ!
is a place.
No, this is the place for Frey to use the bathroom, baby.
All right, unbuckle yourself, Frey. And then Daddy, she doesn't have shoes. Just carry her.
I'll carry you.
Go with Daddy if you're gonna go potty. Go.
How long are we from
I don't
IKEA?
know.
Okay.
How long until we get to IKEA?
It's not too much longer.
'Cause we were driving,
But the thing was with Brian is when he was gonna get out of the Marine Corps, he came to me and said, Crystal, I think I want to get out. And I was just like, why? Because our life beforehand was so bad, had stability. We had a house, like not a house, but like an apartment, like, and we knew like we were going to be okay because, you know, the military basically put your mind on autopilot almost. They give you BAH. They make sure you have health insurance. You don't have to you don't have to really worry about bills unless you go over if you're staying on base. Like, it's very, like, your mind goes on autopilot and all you have to do is show up to your work and not go crazy on base, or, you know, like, but you don't have to worry about bills basically. Like, you really don't, like, if you're married and like on a base. Like, I don't know how other people's situations were, but that's how it was for us. And so when he wanted to get out, I was like, no, we can't. And then he was like, Crystal, like, I can't do this anymore. Like, we have 2 kids now. Like, I don't want to die. I don't want, you know, and he's like, I don't think I can go through another deployment because a couple of Brian's deployments, I would say 2 out of the 3 were really bad. And he's lucky to be here. And like, I don't even know how that man has the most luck in the world because I have no idea how he even made it back. But he did, and he's in one piece, and he just didn't want to do that anymore, and I couldn't argue with that. And then eventually I said, okay, like, let's do it. And then we got out, and we actually became, quote unquote, and I say that quote unquote, homeless. We had like A, B, C, D, E, all the way to Z. We had plans, and then every single plan when we got out went under. And we lost the house we were supposed to get. We lost like everything. The job Brian was supposed to get, like, we could no longer do because of where we were buying a home because the other house fell through. Like, it was like one bad thing after another. We were staying with my aunt in like 1 bedroom with our dog and you know, freaking the kids, and we were all sharing 1 bed, and it was crazy. And then finally we were able to buy the house that we're in now, and we actually almost lost that house 2 days before closing because Brian had to switch jobs. And obviously they were like, you haven't been doing this job for 2 years, like, what the hell? And we're like, why did you not catch on to that when we first did this 3 months ago? Like, it was craziness. But then through that, he ended up getting, like, you know, a good job driving truck, and then got another good job with Walmart. So Walmart's a pretty good company to drive for tractor trailers. And then YouTube was just a fluke, literally nowhere in the plans, but it just happened, and we kind of just ran with it. And even when Brian said, you know, I think maybe we should try full time while I'm off and blah blah blah, and I was just like, ooh, again, I was like, no, I don't know, this is scary, what about health insurance, what about this, what about that, what about this, what about that? So we had to go and like do all these things to try and figure it out. And then it was hard. Like, it was very hard. It was not an easy thing, but again, we look at things as like you know, we want better. We want better for our life. We want better for our kids. We want our kids to, you know, have better and everything. Like I said, we're not rich. We're not nothing like that. We are just normal humans. It's not like we're, you know, ridiculous. It's just, I don't know. Oh, you guys are talking about aliens, y'all crazies. I meant something like learn a new language or exercise. I think I'm good. I don't think my brain can handle much more at this point. Like, I'm already at the seams. Like, I got too much going on. Brian streams have helped me so much. Yeah, that's another thing that I don't think that we really knew would happen.
I never took it into consideration.
Yeah, like, we never really took into consideration that it would be like changing, not just for us but also other people. The amount of messages or emails or anything like that we get about how this is a traverse. She might break. I know, but she might break. You gotta be easy. I would have, you know, I've myself, you know, done this, I would have done that, like, but like, it's amazing to me, and it's like, just as much as you help us, I feel like we also help you, and it's like the only thing we can be is like as authentic as we can, and hope that you guys accept it, you know what I'm saying? Like, receive it well. Crystal, you have a video up on your channel about your facial routine. I was wondering if you still follow it or you do something different. I do something different now. Yeah, I do. My skin is not the best right now because, you know, female things. But I think it does look pretty good. It's not that bad. I do have a different routine. I do. Uh-oh. Javier, why you guys are putting the little thing, but I see it. It is wagging. Uh-oh. Too much pasta is your problem. Cass, there's never a thing as too much pasta. Hold on, I'm trying to see. And unfortunately, adding on, because a couple other people were like, yeah, Brian's streams have helped me a lot, like blah, blah, blah. Another thing is we have lost people in this community, unfortunately, like to sicknesses and stuff like that. And we have their families reach out to us, which is so amazing. And like, I've cried. So people reach out to Brian and be like, hey, I signed on to his thing and I seen that you tried to check on him, or I seen, you know, that you said this and he wanted me to tell you this and blah, blah, blah. And like, they'll reach out to Brian and be like, you know, you were such a big part of their life and we just want to let you know they have passed. And it's like it's like I'm tearing up. Like it's hard. Like it is so hard because you don't expect it, because you guys have your own lives, you know what I'm saying? Like you have your own lives outside of here, and it's hard to sit here and think that some of you like passed, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so crazy, and it's hard. Nobody talks about that part.
No,
Hi, Eddie Bobetti.
Yeah, that's like the crazy thing about being like so close to your community. Because I look at like other YouTubers who just kind of make videos and like they only interact or see people through comments. And once you become big enough, like it's so hard to keep. Even like right now, I have the hardest time keeping up with my comments because there's just so many. And when you're a bigger YouTuber, it's like you don't really know anybody by name or anything like that. So that's why it's like, when it's like, you know, somebody's like, oh, hey, so-and-so passed. It's like, holy fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I was just talking to him last week, you know what I mean? Or it's just like, this shit's crazy. It's hard.
Or the fact that Brian is like, you know, a disabled veteran, and then like he has a lot of veterans in his community, and they'll reach out and stuff, and then, you know, a lot of Brian's community also is older, so there are some people that are older and just passed, and then there's some, you know, people, Brian had contact with people about, you know, their PTSD or like what they were going through, and it's like something you just get so personal and so like family. That's why Brian always says you guys are friends and family. Like it's not anything like a fan, like that's weird, because we know you guys personally, we know some of your guys' struggles, we know like a lot, and we try and help you the most that we can. And then sometimes it's just so freaking heartbreaking, like it's just, it kills you inside. Like I don't know. If someone approached to film a biop of Brian's military experience, would you allow it?
I mean, I don't feel like it'd be all that exciting. The fact there's so many people. I mean, I wouldn't not allow it, but there's some fucking war heroes out there, guys, that are like. There
are, but don't let Brian fool you. He was supposed to get a Purple Heart 2 times and turned it down because he walked away, which I understand, which was so, like, if this doesn't say anything about Brian's like personality, and he's never told you guys this, obviously this is me saying it, like he has turned down a Purple Heart 2 times because he was able to walk away and his friends did not, like, and he didn't feel like he was worthy enough to have that medal because he was able to walk away and they were not. And that, I'm like, damn. And even like the guy from the VA
got at me pretty hard.
Yeah, the guy from the VA was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, take the Purple Heart. Like, you're supposed to have the Purple Heart. Take the Purple Heart. He was just like, no, I'm not taking it. And he refused. And the guy got mad at him because he refused to take the Purple Heart.
He tried to convince me with the benefits. He's like, oh, there's so many benefits. You know, if you live in Texas.
NASA. It's also raining, guys, so the weather's shitty. And then also we're going through mountains. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I don't know. You guys see us now? Can you hear us? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Brian looking like a puffer fish for a minute. Oh. Okay. We're good now. What were you saying? Because I don't think they heard the last part of what you said.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, I wasn't accepting that shit.
Yeah, no, he was like, no, I'm not accepting it. Which is crazy, like, and I understand, like, I get it, like, I get the, because I feel like sometimes it's like a survivor's guilt type thing, like, I feel like you got to walk away and, like, they did it, and it's like, you just, like, you don't want anything to do with this.
Well, it's not even, it was more or less like, because when you do award ceremonies, everybody is up on the same stage, pretty much.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the same formation, so when they're doing these award ceremonies, you got guys in wheelchairs, double amputees, missing arms, bullet holes riddled all through their body, half their face fucking burned off, and these guys are all lined up because it's all the same deployment, it's all the same award ceremony, and then you have me who just took some shrapnel to my leg and had a concussion and my ears blown out.
Yes, baby. Work now.
Yeah, my first perk, because they started giving them out for IEDs, because the blast was so bad that, you know, they're giving people, because everybody was making fun of people tail hearts. So I denied mine, and then when we got hit and I took the flake shrapnel to my legs, my buddy Moses lost both of his legs in that same attack. We had 6 guys get shot. We had a double amputee and a couple guys with some pretty bad burns, and that was all from the same attack. And I took flake shrapnel in my legs, and they tried to give out Purple Hearts for that, and I denied that shit too. Granted, my gunnery sergeant, as the medic's sitting there picking shrapnel pieces out of my fucking shin, I was joking with my gunny, and I was like, "Hey, gunny, I get a Purple Heart for this." And he was like, "We don't give out Purple Hearts for scratches." And I was just like, "Roger that."
It just sounds so Marine Corps, like when you say it. Like
Yeah, we don't give out fucking Purple Hearts for scratches. I was like, "Damn, Roger that."
That's what I got my Purple Heart for. I was a 240 gunner. I've told you this before, but my truck was hit by an IED, took shrapnel and a severe concussion. That's what I got the Purple Heart for.
Yeah, they tried to give me mine for that the first time. I lost consciousness for 2 minutes. I was out.
Was that where they were burning?
No.
that was
I wasn't in that blast.
Oh.
You're talking about with I wasn't there for that. I was at that base when they flew his body in. Yeah, I fucking go. That would have been terrible. We heard it. I didn't have to hear it, but the guys heard it over the radio. That was the worst part. My boy Goose.
No yelling at sharks in games anymore than if you've been blown up in a war.
Told you it wouldn't even notice that one.
Guys, they have no idea. $10 super chat from William. Yes, but you went to war for us, same as other vets, and alone is the courage enough for our country to recognize you and your family. Don't get it twisted, guys. He's broken. He's just able, like, you can't see his disabilities.
Is that IKEA or are we at Kalahari?
I don't understand.
Oh, they changed it.
So it's supposed to be over here.
Why are we at Kalahari?
Thank you so much, William.
I appreciate
Our
it.
Miguel with the $1. $1.
Dad, why are we at
The
Kalahari?
one membership. I can't talk.
Dad,
Thank
why
you.
are we at Kalahari? Dad.
What?
What?
Why are we at Kalahari?
We're not.
We're not. What are you talking about?
This is Kalahari. I thought it was IKEA.
It is IKEA.
This is not IKEA. I seen the elephant.
What?
No, it's IKEA.
It is not no IKEA.
This is the new IKEA.
Yeah.
It's the other IKEA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the other IKEA.
We didn't even pack. Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
We just packed up our clothes and I had to puke.
You didn't puke. You did a good job.
We didn't even
Proud of
pack.
you. You're gonna go
What are we
in and
doing here?
Do it.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean we didn't pack?
Look, we didn't pack any clothes.
They're in the back.
What in the back?
Huh?
There's nothing in the back.
Because we tricked you guys.
Surprise!
What? How long are we staying? One day?
No, a couple days.
Couple days.
The clothes are just hidden.
The clothes are hidden.
So you guys secretly packed our clothes?
Yeah.
While you're at school.
Wow. Evil. That is evil.
We're at Kalahari.
You didn't even see where we are, V?
No, we don't wear a Kalahari. I didn't even know. Wait, did you guys get bags with our clothes?
Yeah. I packed it when you were at school.
And where did you put it? We're gonna have days.
Yeah.
At the water park.
Yay! Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. You're on my nose.
Why did you not tell us earlier?
Because it was supposed to be a surprise.
I knew it because I was like suspicious though. You know, I knew we were going to Kalahari because Kalahari starts with a K.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking it was Kalahari.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew it. Maps.
No, you didn't. You did not know, liar.
Liar.
Yes, I did.
Mom, I looked at my map.
Guys, look at this doll that she's carrying. She's been carrying it nonstop. Is my doll from when I was baby.
Yeah. Mom,
And this
and
now it's her dolly.
and now Mommy shared with me this.
No, because this is actually how you get to New Jersey, Noah.
Yeah, no, this is her. We're actually going to IKEA,
And
but
they
when we
buy
leave.
it for you. Did your mom buy it to you for your little
But it said we were
Yes.
in Pennsylvania.
And I was a little baby at the bunny baby.
Yeah.
So how long until we get to IKEA?
Co-Range, thank you so much for the 9 months. Hope you guys have a great family time. Love you guys. We love you too. And then Nico said, have fun and a safe trip with a super chat. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
guys. I appreciate
it. Yeah, we tricked them. You know how hard it was? I can't lie. If you know me,
Mommy,
if you
say
actually know
bye
me, you
to
know
them.
I can't lie. Like
Mommy,
lying. Yeah, I
say
heard you,
bye.
baby. Lying is like you'll see through me. Like I cannot lie. And so I had to have Brian lie because I couldn't do it. So I packed all their stuff when they were at school, and I was trying to find their clothes, and I was like, yo, these kids hide their clothes because I can't find any shorts, can't find any shirts. So I had to go out and buy them like new things because I couldn't find stuff. Like it was ridiculous. Javier. Side eye.
But no, yeah, it worked out.
Yeah,
They didn't know.
No, they didn't know.
You know how I kind of knew we were in Pennsylvania? You know how we always go to Kalahari? We see like that weird like road where we're just surrounded by rocks. That came off a little bit. I just thought because there can be those
Mom,
anywhere.
I told Daddy.
I thought that was suspicious.
I told Daddy we could go to Kalahari.
Well, Noah
Remember
came downstairs this
Kalahari?
morning, and I brought my own
Noah.
pillow because their
Noah.
pillows suck and I hate it. So I brought my own pillow, and then Noah see me, he's like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Nowhere." I don't want her like showing. I was like, "Nowhere," and he's like, "Well, then why do you have all that stuff?" And I was just like, "I don't." I was like, "I need it for when we're driving. I might be tired." And I had to like try and put the stuff in the back. Oh my gosh! And then I like have like all these bags and stuff. So And then I was trying to pack the stuff yesterday, like our shampoo and like body wash and stuff. And Noah like walks into the bathroom yesterday, and I like drop it on the thing and like try to hide it. And I'm like standing in front of it, like, what the fuck do you want? Go away. I'm trying to pack.
But yeah, we'll be here for a couple days, and then I'll be doing
Miss Trump.
Miss Trunchable.
But yeah, she got beat up.
But I'll be releasing some videos and stuff. Like I said, today, once we get settled in and shit like that, we're gonna be doing.
Hold on.
It will be getting out in a minute, baby. We're gonna be doing a premiere for an episode of State of Decay, and then over the next few days, I'll probably be doing some more premieres of other stuff. I got a Cyberpunk video I'm gonna premiere. I got some more State of Decay stuff, and then I might do another like IRL live like this. We just gotta we'll see, you know what I mean, if I can even find something to IRL live.
Yeah.
If I got some
If
downtime.
he doesn't, I may try to as well on my channel. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure something out though with you guys and kind of just hang out.
I forgot this place is a Pokestop place.
Do another like a proper Q&A or something like that. I don't know.
Javier with 14 months. Enjoy your day, Brian and Crystal. Keep up the good work, Brian.
I appreciate you,
Thank
brother.
you. Yeah, this is Kalahari is the largest water park in the country, I think.
One of the largest indoor water parks.
Indoor, not outdoor. Indoor, yeah. It's the largest indoor water park.
That's why we come to this one though, because it's like you can go on the slides and stuff regardless of the weather. Because like, we have a water park, you know, up in New York. There's a couple of them, but they're all outdoor. And then the problem is if it's just a little too cold out or if it's too hot out, and you know it could get pretty miserable. But yeah, this one's indoor water park, so it's like you can go in the middle of the winter time. That's when we actually first started going, was in the wintertime. It'd be like a little bit of summertime in the middle of the winter, especially upstate New
It's
York.
so warm and like nice in there, and then it's like a whole resort type resort. So they have like food and stuff. So technically you don't have to leave. You can if you want to like eat off from over here, but they have a lot of restaurants and stuff here, so you can also eat here. And they have like arcades and stuff like that. So at some point I'm sure I may go live. I gotta find a new cover for my phone though to go in the water.
Gino. I need to call Gino.
Oh my God, a rhino!
I need to tell him that we were never going to what's it called?
We are going to New Jersey.
How far is New Jersey?
Like an hour.
Mama,
Another hour?
Mama,
We're not going there today.
No.
Mommy, it's a little birdie right there. Mommy.
But all right, guys. So we'll end this here. I'm gonna go see if we can even get checked in. I don't know. They might have me.
I mean, it's pretty late though. We
Yeah.
got here later than we normally do.
So we're gonna go do that, and then like I said, I'll be premiering a video here in a little bit. So hopefully I'll see a bunch of you guys over there. But remember, if you guys have it on your way out,
Your hand's like in the way.
smash the like button. If you guys are new, consider subscribing. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us on the way down, and enjoyed the treats. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.